need some hot stuff, baby, this evening. I need some hot stuff, baby, tonight. I need some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Gotta have your loving, gotta have your love tonight. I need some hot stuff. I want some hot stuff. I want hot stuff. Gotta have your hot stuff, baby, this evening. Need your hot stuff, baby, tonight. Look, before you all complain, I'm early, okay? I need some hot stuff, baby, this evening. Gotta have your loving, gotta have your love tonight. I want your hot stuff. I need your hot stuff. Sorry, I gotta plug the cat cam back in, so I unplugged it. You know, in case we are graced with their presence. I guess I probably should have tried it out beforehand, because I'm just gonna eyeball it and hope that that's looking at the right spot. Yeah, that'll be fine. I've got to make sure I don't have any of my passports on display or anything. That'd be a disaster. All right. Then I just need to log on to my stuff. And by my stuff, I mean my live stream, and get the chat going. Again, I want to take this time to remind you all that I am, in fact, early. Hello, zombie. Why does it say stream finished? What? Do I suck at this? Do I suck at streaming? It is streaming, yes? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna ignore that, I hope. Zombie, is everything good? Is everything okay? Would you consider everything on the stream up to your satisfaction? Does it get a zombie seal of approval? I hope so. I hope so. Alright, just while there's no one here, it's a good time to test the cat cam out. Okay, well that's a problem. That's not working at all, is it? Okay. Hang on. That means I actually gotta fix things, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Pourquoi? On n'est pas ici. Unplug. Plug back in. Uh-oh. We may not have the cat cam this stream. You know, without the cat cam, people are just not gonna. What if I deactivate and activate it? Oh yeah. I know what happened. Now I gotta pay my bills. All right, $20 and the sock comes off. Hang on. I'll give you guys a little treat. And now, darkness. Because I am a gamer, and I play in the absence of. You see that little crack of light? That's all I want. Just the tiniest bit. Otherwise, I might frazzle and die. I have those socks. Are you also a? Hang on. Well, now I gotta get back up. Are you also a Puma sock fan? My girlfriend's. Every single birthday, Christmas, whatever, she buys me a butt ton of them. Sorry, this is really hard. This is not even hot, I don't know, it's probably not even a quarter of my sock drawer. I've got so many Puma socks, and they're all the same colors, because she knows that I'm an idiot and I'm gonna lose them. So, this way, if I lose them, I could still have matching socks. It's great. 10 out of 10. IGN, would recommend. Okay, right. It's time to get actually down to business. Let's get down to business. I actually want to play RimWorld today, which is hilarious. But I can't. because I don't actually have enough footage for the War Thunder video that I'm trying to make. And, you know, without putting too much of a downer on Wimwom, War Thunder is like the main bread and butter of the channel. That's what most people are subscribed for, so I do need to make a War Thunder video. I was hoping to have it out today by 4 o'clock, which is hilarious, because for those of you who have more eagle eyes, it is 8 o'clock, and no video per se is forthcoming. In fact, currently I think I'm 25 seconds into the editing for the video. Hang on, let me check. Yeah, I'm 30 seconds in to the video right now. I'm currently trying to find music. You know, it's got to be like intro music, but not like this typical YouTuber intro music, which is like, you know? I need something a little bit more chill. You know, because my channel is obviously, we chill here. I've been playing on my own, obviously, because there wasn't a stream. But I've been playing a lot of the Harrier recently. We're almost at the Hunter. We're only 80,000 points away. But I'm really starting to get to grips with the Harrier. I've also played quite a bit of the Hunter, you can tell, because it's actually got like a little bit of experience on it. Let me tell you, this plane is probably the worst thing ever devised by humanity. Or at least Gaijin's representation of it is. Because I'm going to play it just so I can complain about it. I genuinely don't know how anyone uses this and either has a good time or manages to kill things. Although saying that, I would like to retract that statement based on the fact that we are currently in a low tier match. We've been down tiered. So this match doesn't count, okay? Because this is going to be a once off, I would hope. I mean, look, I'm almost keeping up with people. This is magical. Oh, this is a moment. Everyone remember this moment for the rest of our lives. This is it. Oh, baby, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Rotate, you're up. Hi Bean, hi Zombie, by the way, if I didn't say hi, hello. You know, this is Zombie's official second stream as a stream moderator. I feel like, you know, now that Zombie is like technically on my team, right? Because if we think about it, there's like the chat, and then there's like the YouTuber, and Zombie is now on the YouTuber side of the spectrum, you know? This was all a ploy just to get Zombie like on my side. You know? Because it's not like she can throw me under the bus now, because, you know, she's my mod. Well, actually, she's still gonna throw me under the bus, but you know, you get the idea, right? Sorry, I just want to check the stream. Yeah, all is good. Ratio. But yeah. So I've been doing a lot of practice with all these handy dandy little machines, and I've been enjoying them. I have been enjoying them. I mean, they're terrible, but I like them. So I just got to text my girlfriend. Everyone else is driving. Okay, if you see something coming towards us, scream at your maximum volume. An F-84 Sabre. That is an American aircraft. We must send it to the Shadow Realm. Attack! Attack! Here we go. Attacking now. Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger, Jammy Dodger. Give him the beans, gunner! And by the beans, I do, of course, mean the Hunter's legendary 30mm main gun. Main gun. 30mm. I mean, think. The, like, reserve tank that Britain has a 37mm main gun, which means that every couple of seconds, this guy is firing out one of those tank shells. Boop! That was pretty good aim. I'd like to point that out. I don't think a stormtrooper aim could do that. Oh my god, he's got missiles. He's from the future. It's a goddamn alien. Pull up. There's not a whole lot of hope there, was there? Nice. I wonder if I'll get a kill for that when he crashes. Nice. Totally stole that, by the way. 100% stole that. That was like so bad of a kill steal. I almost feel, I mean, I would feel bad if I wasn't in a hunter. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I'm not going to catch that because it's got an afterburner. So we're going to go for this knockoff German saber. Because I think I'm actually slower than it. This is the fastest subsonic jet, according to War Thunder. How goes the grind? Are you getting close to the Hunter F6? Yeah, we're 80,000 research points away. I would say something's gonna give first. Either my like sanity or I'm gonna get the Hunter F6. Check behind. Picking up 2 juicy kills. Gonna go for my third juicy kill. If the gods of War Thunder are with me today, which they are, picking up another one. See if we can go pick up one more. And I think I gotta go back to base for more ammo. Come on, baby, don't fear the Americans. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Americans. Baby, I'm your man. Na 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 na. Okay, I did not do well on that head on. Uh-oh. 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 We have a fuel leak. The problem is she doesn't have much fuel to begin with, so having a fuel leak is a bad sign. Uh-oh. Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper. Baby, I mean, to be fair, she's an absolute trooper. You can't mock her. She's still flying. Will the snail favor tonight? I hope so. You know, I think we're in with a good shot here. We are. There is hope. Where there is tea, there is hope. And you know what I have? Oh, are you ready for some ASMR? Look, I'm gonna pull the microphone in front of so we can have this moment together. You can pretend that you're in my room. Ready? Oh my god, that's really hot. Oh, well, there goes my tongue. Leo, are you guys getting the shivers or whatever? I never really like got ASMR, to be honest. You're supposed to get like a shiver in your spine or something, but usually it's just like people making weird noises. My skills have improved somewhat. You know I'm doing well when Zombie says that. That's essentially Zombie giving a standing ovation right there. That's Zombie going, wow, Max, you are the best player at War Thunder I've ever seen. That's what Zombie is saying with that. Alright, let's see if I can actually land this puppy. I'm going to be honest with you guys, the landings are a little bit of a problem. But if we put our brains together, I'm sure we can figure it out. Here we go, we're coming in. We're coming in. Alright, I don't really know when to put the gears down or the flaps, but I'm gonna probably guess it's around now. Gears and flaps, baby. Okay, you see that? We're now floating above the runway, which is not usually a good sign. You never really want to be pitching down in order to pull your plane into the runway. That's not good. But, you know, when life gives you lemons, slam it onto the ground and screw the nose gear. Let's raise the flaps. Let's put the brakes on. Let's really push down on the tail wheel or the nose wheel and pray. It's not actually that big of a runway. Also, the brakes are not that good. Retract the landing gears. That's a plan. We could do that. No, never mind. Do the jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Perfect landing. 10 out of 10. This is what you guys come for, right? I mean, look at that. That was beautiful. And we're still top of the team. I'd like to point that out. In the crappiest vehicle known to humanity, I am top of the team. I can honestly say, Max, you're the best War Thunder streamer I watch. You know, Zombie, I would take that as a compliment, but I'm well aware that you only watch one War Thunder streamer. I'm also well aware that I'm only your, like, 4th favorite RimWorld streamer, which I'm pretty sure you only watch 4. Zombie has a weapon, I'm afraid. You know, Zombie does have a weapon. Zombie has many weapons nowadays. If you know how I feared zombie back in the day, now you guys get to fear zombie. This is what I felt every stream and continue to feel, to be fair. Good luck. Wish you luck, guys. No, I'm you know, kidding aside, I'm very very grateful. Thank you for looking after them. Okay. Well, at least I did better than that guy, right? Okay. Okie dokie. Rotate. Rotate. Gear up. We're no longer first on the team anymore. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. It feels like failure. It smells like the Japanese are winning. If you need you know, Wargame, I really appreciate the fact that you have total faith in my abilities to make it to 10.0. You're like already planning what you're gonna do when I get there, despite the fact that we're currently at 9.7 and we're 3 planes away from being able to even research a 10.0. Like, I've only got 2 planes in rank 6 or whatever, and I need 6 or something. So I appreciate you. Thank you for believing in me. Jamin, zombie, they don't believe in me, but you know, I've got you at least. I want to make it clear he's my new favourite out of you guys. Shall we do some more TASMR? Alright, here we go. It's still really hot. If I choked, would you guys care? Everything's fine. I'm your second favourite RimWorld streamer. Who's your first favourite? I'm very interested to know. It's not that whatever it was guy. I love just the people of War Thunder. We're so nice to each other. It's great. Who said I didn't believe in you? You were actually good at... Jamin, you think I'm good at War Thunder? Wow, this is groundbreaking. I thought you thought I was terrible at War Thunder. Where did this come from? Why are you guys being so sweet to me all of a sudden? This is the one thing you can do. Everything else in your life is a disaster, but War Thunder you can do. Holy Jesus! Oh, oh, wow, that hurt a little bit. I just want to let you know, like that. Oh, that was an arrow. That was a guided missile straight to my self-confidence. Holy Jesus! Do you think we can get this Alpha Jet? I mean, like, here's a thought that I have. There seems to be like a mountain range there. You see it? I'm pointing at the screen as if you guys can see, but you can't. You see the mountain range, like right there? What if we like duck into that and get him on the airfield like that? It may work. There's also a CL-13, which is just a knockoff American Sabre, so let's send that back to the hangar. Do you want to, like, are you sure? I mean, like, I know I, like, completely ballsed it up last time, but, well, I still got you. Well, actually, Rat Knight doesn't stream, so technically, I guess you're my favorite RimWorld streamer by default. Yes! Yes! Passing by default! That is the story of my life. Let's go! Huh! Anyway, I would like to point out that was actually quite a good battle in the Hunter. I think it was the first time in the Hunter I've ever got more than 2 kills. And now we're going to take out the Harrier immediately, because I don't trust it. I'd like to also point out that I've got boosters on. So you didn't get the chance to try the Seed event. What was the Seed event? Was that... I'm going to be honest with you, I almost always don't do the events, because I just think that they're just too much work, to be honest with you. Look at that, 80,000 research points to go. We can do this in 4 good battles, or we can do it in 10 terrible battles. I prefer ambiguous amphibian over max. Well, I mean, like, same, but, like, wow. in my own stream as well, it just feels a bit like a stab in the back, you know? Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper, we'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper, baby. Oh yeah, there you go, there's the MiG-21, MiG-21, couple AV-8s, and of course, the mighty Hawker Harrier. Rotate. Look at that AV-8, he's carrying nothing. He's got nothing. My Harrier is carrying 5,000 pounds worth of bombs, or the average American. Yes, yes. A new game mode than an event. I tried their like most recent April Fool's event, the stupid World War I one, and I thought they really dropped the ball a bit. Although, to be fair, my favourite event of all time so far has been Silent Thunder, and I think I'm very much alone in that little camp. I did enjoy the pony one or whatever, the My Little Pony Thunder that they did. Or was it like Anime Thunder? I don't know. You know, the one with the weird cartoon things, that was fun. That was fun. And I liked Earth Thunder or whatever, and the one in space was pretty cool. But the World War I one was just kind of like, eh. And once again, it's like, whenever Gaijin makes a tank that is German, they always just, like, mess up the balancing. Because that stupid German, you know, the one where they only really made 3 of them, IRL, was just so overpowered, because it had, like, 22 people in it, and you could kill everyone in the front compartment, and then they just, like, send them around to the other side. I like how Max refers to the AV-8 and the Harrier separately, despite the fact they're the same aircraft. They're not the same aircraft. There's a distinctive difference between the two of them. One of them has RAF roundels. Yes, beautiful, sexy. The other one has some stupid American star bolted to it. Horrible, awful, you know? Big difference, big difference. This is the OG, you know? This is the mighty Harrier. The British, at least we name our stuff cool things, you know? Harrier. Jaguar. The Americans, they're like, oh, I don't know, name it the Lightning II or whatever. I don't really care. It's the F-35. Yeah, that's good enough. Send it out. Whatever. What do we name this one? Oh, I don't know. F-16. And that one? Oh, the A-10. I mean, I know the A-10 is called the Warthog, and I know the F-16 probably has its own name, which I actually don't know the name of. Javian, what's the name of the F-16 that isn't the F-16? Presumably it's like the something Jug. Fighting Falcon. Oh, there we go. Viper. Is it the F-16 Viper or is it the F-16 Fighting Falcon? You know, I'm sitting here complaining, but I would love... I wait to see the day when the Commonwealth... I'm just going to say the Commonwealth so that we can include everyone who is, you know, Australia, South Africa, Canada, England. I'm waiting to see the day when we actually make a 5th generation fighter that isn't the F-35, because, you know, as much as, you know, the Americans are cool and all, you know, I feel like we should probably have our own 5th generation, you know, just in case, I don't know, the Americans were to, like, sit out of the next war, like they did for the last 2, or the previous 2. yeah, you know, they've got a history, and we don't really have a backup plan right now, so we should probably get on that. I'm not saying that Canada should get on that, considering that Canada currently barely produces an armoured vehicle, but maybe England? I have some faith in them. Actually, no, I've got no faith in them. They used to have some sort of military-industrial complex, but not so much anymore. But, you know, it's not usually a good sign, you know, there's not a good sign. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. The BAE Tempest. I definitely have not heard of this BAE Tempest. Is that Harrier Toast? Ooh. Ooh. Consider flaring. A message brought to you by the government of Maxia. Bum bum ba-dum. Goddamn American swine. Oh, I guess it's got the same... Ha ha ha! The Harrier's better. Confirmed. You do have to say yeet every time you fire at an A10. It is. Uh-oh. No! I was too cocky! Oh. And it was even the American one. Damn it. Damn and blast. Alright, moving swiftly on. Everyone close your eyes. It didn't happen. Okay, shut up. Can I, like, I would like to return to Hangar, please, War Thunder. Hello? War Thunder's like, no. Max must suffer for his sins. What happened? I had a bidump. It was the bidump of, like, depression. Oh, you're good? Hello? Did it turn my microphone down again? I'm gonna riot if it did. No. Yes. Hang on. You know, I have always wanted for it to default to the webcam microphone. That's what I've always dreamed of. Let me just like disable that before it does it again. I'm sure the webcam microphone is a unique blend of terrible. Just, you know, I'm aware. All right, I think we're back. Are we all good? I think we're all good. Hey, a little bit of hunters, all I need. A little bit of research points is what I want. A little bit of Jessica, here I am. A little bit of you makes me your man. Alright, let's take the hunter out again. Yeah, okay, Jamin. The reason why I got 500 research is because you get the research when the battle is applied. So, if you leave a battle before it's over, you don't get all the research points that you earned in that battle. There you go. This is the one I got those 4 kills on. I got 11,000 research points. So, you know, I'm not saying silence. I mean, to be fair, like, the webcam microphone is probably about a meter or 2 away from my, like, desk. Because, okay, this is going to trigger quite a few of you, so, like, please prepare to be triggered. I play everything. Everything that I do, I play on a 55-inch TV. A TCL, like, crap TV that I bought from Best Buy. For 200 Canadian dollars, I might add. Because it was open box and I worked there, so I got a discount. And then I have this little, like, movable standing desks, which I, like, pull away from the TV. So, like, I'd say, I don't know, I'm probably, like, 3 meters away from my TV in my bedroom. I'm, like, next to my bed, and my TV's on the other wall. And the reason why I do that is because I sit here for quite, you know, a few hours a day, and it was kind of wrecking my vision. But since I've done this, my vision started getting better, you know, because I had myopia, short-sightedness, and my glasses have steadily been, like, decreasing in strength. So I'm not saying that the two are related, but the two may be related, and that is why I do it. Anyway, so yeah, please don't hate me. It is a terrible TV, for the record. When you go into Best Buy and they're like, oh yeah, the TCL TV is amazing! Like, we have to say that, okay? Like, it's literally part of the training. We're literally not allowed to tell you that it's terrible. It's the one thing we're not allowed to say. But to be fair, if you go into Best Buy looking for like a $500 TV, you probably know what you're looking for. That's CAD, by the way, for those of you who are in America, which I assume is all of you. And the CAD to American conversion is, you know, I guess it's probably about $4 for you. That was good tea. Right, I got stuff to do, people to kill. By the way, we are not in a down tier anymore. We are definitely in an up tier. But it's okay because we're in the hunter. And I've been told on Reddit, which is where intelligence goes to die, that the hunter is in fact a great aircraft, and that it's all my fault for not being able to fly it. So let's find out by yeeting it directly into this puddle. Okay, I'm not turning with that, so let's not even bother. What about you? Okay, I can't get my nose up. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. What about you? You. Yeah, you're not paying attention to me. Zippity zappity doo, bippity bappity boo, hoppity hoppity doo. Pikachu, I choose you. Okay, I can't get my nose up. It's okay. It's okay, Hunter. It's okay. As you get older, please tell me he doesn't have missiles. Okay, good, good, good. As you get older, it gets more difficult to get it up. That's just part of life, you know. But I would also really need you to put yourself together a little bit, because we do need to get a kill, or I am going to be bullied by the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat. So let us do battle with the American swines. Come here, capitalist scum. As a socialist. Okay, I got him. I got him. I got him. He's gonna die, right? Why is... Okay, which one of us is gonna die first? Maybe that is the question we should be asking here. It's gotta be him, right? Come on. Come on. Take one of them with you, Hunter. Yes. Okay. New plan. Operation Turn and Burn. Operation Drop a Gear and Disappear. Operation Skedaddle on that paddle. You know what I'm saying. We're running away. We're disengaging from battle. We're doing the French thing. I'm gonna go head on this G91 because I've got literally nothing else to live for. Come here. Come here, you German swine. You remember the Battle of Britain? Yeah, we won that one. Come here. Come here, let me give you a reenactment. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Uh-oh. Tree. Terrain. Terrain. Obstacle. Pull up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bada 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Why is he jiggling? Splash 2, by the way. For those of you who are paying attention. Rest in spaghetti. The end is upon us. Goodbye, cruel world. You'll never take me alive, Americans! Yippee-ki-yay! I would say that went well. Have we made any progress towards the Phantom? Yes! Yes, we have! We are 68,000. It is a brick, by the way. Yes, it is a brick, for the record. I did read your chat, I just didn't respond to it because I'm not very smart. We are 68,000 away from the Hunter, and then everything's gonna be okay. No! Everything's gonna be amazing. I mean, you know, there are a couple small issues that I can see. First off, it is at 9.7 and yet seems to lack like any form of flares. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, right? Yeah, sure. Let's use a 200% silver line booster. What could go wrong? You know what? I'm going to use that with the Harrier though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bada 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 bada. I don't know why I've got that in my head tonight, but I do. We probably have enough footage of me doing well now to actually make a video. Isn't that rare? The only problem is the video I was going to make was going to be me like single-mindedly hunting MiG-21s, and I literally, in the entirety that I've been playing this, I've not shot down a single MiG-21. The only thing I seem to be able to shoot down is American planes. Oh wow, well this is a good opportunity because I'm versing the Soviets and the Chinese and the Germans. So, you know, if there's ever a time to shoot down a MiG-21, it's now. Alright baby, come on. Up you go. Rotate. Come on, girl. Oh, God, she's fat. I mean, she is carrying 5,000 pounds of bombs. Oh, look, the American J's out. Of course he does. Coward. Coward, I say. All right, gears up. Flaps up. And we are on our way. We're going to do Operation Rat again. Oh, is this Egypt? Is this the Suez Canal? I have no idea. Ba-da, 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 da-da-da. Had a phone call. No, this was like 10 minutes later. Different game mode than just Team Deathmatch. Oh no, I did actually see it. I did see the event. It's funny. because I was gonna even play it on stream. But then I went to play it and it wasn't there, and that's when I started doing the jets. That's what started this whole thing. I did see it, but I didn't play it. Remember, guys, it's not the plane. It's the pilot. Good morning, aviators. Welcome to Basic Fighter Maneuvers with me, ya boy, T-Rick 122. Today, I'm going to show you how to immediately get fired for unsafe flying. No enemy markers like simulator mode. Oof. I've played simulator mode 4 times, and I even shot someone down once. I was young once. Oh my god, I'm glad that I... a thought came to my head there. A thought came to my head, and I'm very lucky that my brain managed to filter it before I said it out loud. Because that was probably the dumbest thing to ever go across my mind in my entire life. I was looking at those trees, and I was like, oh, those look like the trees from Africa, but, you know, I'm in Egypt. Why did these look like they're like Botswana trees? And it's like, what? Egypt is in Africa, you moron. Duh. Anyway, I stopped myself, so I don't want to hear any bullying from that. Thank you. Hello, Tonk. Okay, we're gonna dip down here. We're gonna go drop our bombs at the base, and then this ground attack aircraft is gonna suddenly... It's like a caterpillar, you know? She drops her bombs, and then she suddenly becomes a butterfly, or in this case, a fighter. Anyway, the orphanage is in sight. Reticle is over the orphanage, and bombs away. Alright. Let's turn and burn. I know that Hunter does not have a single way of protecting itself against my missiles. So, my plan is to yeet a missile in its direction. However, the sun is also directly in front of me, which is a little bit concerning, as that will interfere with my ability to yeet missiles at the Hunter. Which is, of course, an issue, because that was what I was planning on doing. Managed to pick off a lazy F-100 there, who was not paying attention. Is that MiG gonna make my life difficult, I see? Yes, indeed. We do manage to flare our way out of that little conundrum, though. Hopefully he's got bigger problems on his mind than me now. There's an F-100 coming at me, a Chinese F-100. Interesting. That is gonna be my problem. Evade. Play behind. Alright, let's duck down a little bit. Let's see what she can do. Apparently the Hunter is the fastest subsonic aircraft. I will believe it when I bloody see it at this point. This MiG-19 is in his own little world. Good luck. I wish you luck, Horatio. You were not lucky, I'm afraid. I think those F-104s and F-100 is going to go finish those guys. See if I can get a cheeky lock on his Hunter. After all I need is a lock within 2.5 and he's dead. Because he's got no flares and I didn't see any missiles on the back of him. Ooh, I'm gonna flare. Oof. He is lucky I have the same maneuverability of a brick. I'm gonna go... Wait, he does have flares? No, I checked the Hunter doesn't have flares. What is this? Bullcrap. Does not have flares, I know it doesn't. I can't fire or I'll hit that F-104. Ah, damn. I know it's a German version of it, so knowing the Germans, they probably strapped flares to it. Alright, let's get out of here. Our guns are exhausted and the engine's overheating, so let's, vamonos.
I was reading Reddit, Jamin. I know. Okay, before you guys say, I know Reddit is like the lowest form of humanity. I'm well aware, but I was reading the War Thunder Reddit for advice on how to fly the Hunter, and literally there was this one Russian guy in this one Reddit post, and he was like, "Oh, the Hunter isn't down-tiered because the Hunter's the fastest subsonic aircraft, and if you British people would just learn how to fly, then you could have..." I didn't even manage to hit the AI plane. I just want to point that out to you. "Then you could have so much fun in the Hunter." And I was like, oh my god. Stop talking to me. But yeah, so apparently it's the fastest subsonic aircraft. I don't know how that's supposed to help you against a MiG-21 or an Electric Lightning, but you know, it's nice to know. It's a nice little factoid to have. However, it's actually not the fastest subsonic aircraft, as my Harrier can routinely outmove and outspeed my thingamajiggy. Sorry, I know the chat is talking right now. However, in order to actively read something, I actually need to like park up for a bit. Also, I was coming in way too fast, which is why I decided to do a go around. When in doubt, go around. I've been roaming all my life, but now I found a lady wife from state. I don't know why that made me think of that. Right here. There was like a go around song. I know there was. It's like a song about going around. It's like, if it don't look good, go around or something. Someone can search it up for me. It does exist, I swear. Yes, this is how you land, again, by just pointing your plane directly at the ground. Because your flaps are floating you all the way along. Raise the flaps. Max make fun of the Americans for being bad at geography. This time I won't be annoying. Well, Max is having an extra Monday. That's why I don't play simulator mode. Zombies mod, I'm happy now. The fastest on the aircraft doesn't mean thing. That's the squadron one. Maybe the premium hunter does. The German one does get them. We get to 60. Ah, yeah. A random Russian person is the most credible source in the world. You don't really mean anything. You're the fastest slow aircraft. Crazy. 2 minutes. Where's the cat? Yo. Hello, Owen. Hello, Tonk. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't usually go to War Thunder Reddit, if I'm honest. To be honest, I don't usually go to Reddit for anything. Reddit is the greatest cesspool of well, it's not. No, sorry. Hang on. Let me rephrase that. There's War Thunder players in general. Then there's, like, Reddit. And then there's my chat. Of the cesspools of humanity in that order. I don't know where the War Thunder forums, like, stick in. I kind of want to put them above the chat, because I think it's funny that people keep leaking their military secrets on there. But also, the official Max Misty 122 position of the channel, hashtag CIA, FBI, Russian KGB or whatever, is don't leak classified military documents. Not only will it result in a court-martial, but, you know, you have to ask, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't really have... I never actually touched any, like, classified documents in my very short service in the army that would be of any valuable to anyone. I think the only documents I really held that were, like, bad were my own information. Which, of course, is mine to give out if I so choose. Maybe my service number, I guess? Although, do I remember it now? Yeah, I think I do. I remember the first 3 digits of it anyway. That's enough, that's fine. It's only like 10 digits. Yeah, no, I don't think I actually had anything cool. I couldn't leak anything if I wanted to. Not that I would, for the record. Just before you guys go crazy. Or before the Canadian government goes crazy. Do not breathe. Do not send us classified documents. Turbo illegal, yeah. I mean, like, it is funny though, you know? It's like, it's sad, but it is... No, I'm sorry, Chinese man, but you will not be able to eat the cats at the orphanage, because that is mine. Get wrecked! I've been roaming all my life, but now I found a lady wife. I'm staying right here. I won't go searching anymore. Oh, sorry, I won't go sailing anymore. What did you just say, Max? I would like to plead the fifth. I hereby plead the fifth. Please discuss any further comments with my lawyer, zombie. Right here, I'll be a man of the land. I'll be. Oh, that's interesting. I can bounce my mouse up and down. I think I discovered this earlier. Why does it? Interesting. Okay, so I've got my new like Razer mouse out, and it's like supposed to be one of those uber light ones. Usually I go for like the super heavy Corsair ones, but I've had 3 Corsair mice in the space of 2 years, and every single one of them has had the left or right mouse button break, and I thought, I'm not going to go with Corsair anymore. Clearly they can't make mice. The keyboard, my Corsair keyboard that I've had for like 8 years, perfectly good. Like 10 out of 10, IGN, would recommend, the Corsair Strafe or whatever. But their mice, literally garbage. Probably the worst mouse designed by humanity, apart from the Insignia mice from Mr. Best Buy again. That is probably the only thing that is worse than Corsair mice, but even that is a little bit of a toss-up. I'm gonna head on this guy, by the way, if he gives me the chance. Which of course he won't, because he's not quite that dumb, which is unfortunate for me. However, if my pilot could, like, pull himself back together, come on man, you only pulled like 8 Gs. Yeet a missile in his direction. Hopefully he doesn't go for the F-100. Beep, 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 beep. Hello, Russian. Oh, really? That is very lucky for you. I'd like to point that out. You're a very lucky man. Alright, that's fine. Someone else is gonna get him then. The F-15 is such a good aircraft. The orphanage was anything like the one in Riften. The kids are better off. Jamming, yes, I don't know. Okay, honk. Honk, don't annoy jamming. You only pulled like 8 Gs, says the man who's never experienced 8 Gs. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Alright, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So, my girlfriend's favorite place in the entire world is Disneyland. Okay? She loves Disneyland, or Disneyland, yeah. She's never been to Disney World. Disney World was like the uber big one, if I remember correctly. It's like the bougie one, and we're poor, so we went to Disneyland Paris. We went to Disneyland Paris, and I am so bad with roller coasters, it's not even funny. You would think, because I play like War Thunder and games and like VR headsets all day, that I would have no problem with like, you know, motion sickness. But as soon as I get on a roller coaster, and I feel like the first, like, as soon as it's like 1.1 Gs, I'm like, you know, that's me done. Every time there's turbulence on the airplane, I'm like, I'm in the toilet, you know? That's me. I'll see you guys in 4 hours when we land. And when I come out the toilet, I'll be a changed man with no soul. But anyway, this is besides the point. So we're at Disneyland Paris, and there was this, oh god. So there's this, whatever it was. You know the mountain one, like Crazy Train or whatever? I don't know what they call. Thunder Mountain, yeah. Thunder Mountain. I liked Thunder Mountain, apart from the bit where it went dark, but there was like this lap belt that you pulled down, and that sort of reassured me that we weren't going to do anything crazy, and maybe it gave me this false sense of security, because it never went upside down, never went too fast, like there was a couple high G bits, but like it was never like anything horrible. And my girlfriend, she loves these roller coasters, so we do Thunder Mountain. I'm like, oh, that was easy, huh? You know when you're a man and you're trying to impress your girlfriend, you never really stop doing that, even after like 8 years or whatever. So I was like, oh, this is easy. Oh yeah, I could do that. And then she takes me into this Indiana Jones one, and I should have known. I should have known when I saw the loop, you know, that it was not going to be a good choice for me. But I thought, nah, I'll be fine. I'm a big boy. So we get in the line, and I'm watching this lady be sick, and I'm like, oh, I hope that's not me in 5 seconds. We get on the ride, and I know that I'm in trouble immediately, because they've got, like, the full shoulder harness, lap belt, like, they're, like, bolting you in like the Apollo 11 rocket, and I'm like, holy Jesus, I've made a mistake. And it's literally as soon as it starts moving, I start, like, dry heaving. And we get to the loop-de-loop bit, and it's such a G-force, it, like, knocks my glasses off my head. And I can't, you know, back then I was actually quite myopic, so I could not see anything. I couldn't see what was coming. I was just a blur. I'm just like, I managed to catch my glasses in my hand, and I'm just like clutching onto them with my eyes closed. I'm being ripped around on this roller coaster. Oh, I am amazed I survived. Sorry, that was a bit of a ramble of a story, but you know. I do not know the feeling, Max. You know, I can describe to you the feeling. But well, I guess you tell me there's never been anyone you've ever wanted to impress. You never wanted, like, even just a friend. You know, like, I know you're not, like, in that way, but I'm sure there's got to be someone where you went, yeah, I got to make sure that they think highly of me. I have terrible G-tolerance. I'm so tall and so thin. That combined with my circulation issues, I just cannot do G-forces. I don't know why I'm so bad with it. I was flying this Cessna 172 with the instructor, and even then I was like white knuckle riding the, because we, like, where I live, it's mountainous, right? It's Canada. You guys could probably guess that it's got some mountains. So the turbulence was, you know, I would say it was quite bad. It felt like I was on that roller coaster again. And the instructor's like, oh, this is such light turbulence, basically nothing. And I'm sitting there bouncing up and down on my seat, like, strap all the way down, clinging white knuckle to this thing, and like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Gear up, flaps up. I had a sickness that makes me really bad, motion sickness. Max, I can't do elevators, oof. Okay, Zombie, I guess you get the award for least likely to survive the apocalypse of the channel. Zombie is officially... Oh, hang on, I gotta check to make sure that NVIDIA didn't do the thing again. It didn't do the thing again. Good. Humans aren't exactly meant to do G-forces. That is not the intention of the human body. The flesh is weak. When I learned the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me. What on earth is a P16? Like, what unholy combination of letters is that? Is that like an F16, but like worse? Italian? Russian? I mean, it's either American, German, or Italian. P16, I'm thinking Italian. That sounds like an Italian thing to do, you know? Is that racist? I don't know. You know what my backup plan in the off chance that, like, university, flight school, like, if everything falls through, I'm gonna go to Italy and buy one of those houses for €1, and I'm just not gonna do it up. I'm just gonna live like a ant. Live off the land, you know, in Italy. I'll just eat thrown out pizzas in the Colosseum. I'll just exist. That's the plan. That's the backup plan. I want to make that clear. If the Max channel doesn't work out, and none of my other, like, backup plans work out, I will be in Italy. I'm sorry, lad. But I did what I had to do. I'm sorry, what? Missile, 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 smoke in the air, smoke in the air! Uh-oh, okay, well now we find out if I really am faster than them. That's what I read on Reddit, and obviously Reddit is never correct, because I'm clearly not faster than it. Eject, eject, eject. Max, do you like hamburger? Okay, hang on, let me go from the top here. I'm suffering from success here, there's quite a few messages.
Humans, I could barely survive a car ride. Mine costs an RV7, 5.5 Gs. Zombie is most likely to survive the apocalypse. When you're using an elevator in the apocalypse, however, consider how many times you're using a knife in the apocalypse. It's Swiss. Swiss, actually. Max, do you like hamburger? You have Discord. Max, you did not need to continue shooting that mad. He does have Discord. Just saw it here in the Discord. Nah, it's not burger, it's hamburger. Okay, I don't know what a hamburger is. I'm not hip with the kids, I'm going to be honest with you. Even when I was a kid, I wasn't hip with the kids. I've always been a 50-year-old man trapped in a 22-year-old body, and that is okay, you know? That is what jamming aspires to be. Tonk! Don't bother jamming. He's gonna, like, bring out his ruler and discipline you. I can't say that. I want everyone to remember that I did manage to censor myself. Can I just point that out? That I was a good adult? I would like a reward, please. A medal. A subscriber play button. A Mazda MX-5. I would take any of these things. It's so fun that I get to verse supersonic aircraft in this. A subsonic aircraft. Max, that is the most relatable thing you've ever said, to be fair. What did I say? I'm sorry. The half of my brain that is, like, talking to you is not the half of the brain with access to long-term memory or deep thought. That half of the brain is playing War Thunder. I'll take you flying if you ever make it to the USA. I'm currently doing my private pilot's license this summer in Canada for the, you know, for my flight school training. Whee! Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm so good at flying. Can't you guys tell? Can't you tell how much I've learned? Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Too low. Terrain. I won't go sailing anymore. I wanna bathe the ocean's cold. A 50-year-old man trapped in a younger body. Oh, okay, alright, cool. I'm glad that I'm like... Did you guys notice that I turned it on ultra low latency this stream? Did you know? Is it like... Do you guys feel like the response time is better? I'm doing my best. I feel like I've improved as a streamer, you know? Nay, as a person. Nay, actually, probably the more you improve as a streamer, the worse of person you become. Is my guess. Fortunately, I already started at the bottom, so there's nowhere down for me to go, you know? At least I wasn't telling you guys that I was, you know, an amazing person at the beginning and then slowly slipped into madness. Like, you guys knew what you were getting into from the beginning, and you still came here. So really, what does that say about you? A message brought to you by the government of Maxia. Bum bum ba-dum. Yes, I did. What's latency? I'm done. War Thunder has grown you into a better person. I don't think War Thunder has grown me into a better person. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think my life has significantly taken a downhill turn since starting to play War Thunder. You know, before War Thunder, I was like 6. Life was good. Didn't have to worry about university. Oh, I gotta actually flare. Otherwise, I'm gonna get murdered by his stupid all-aspect missiles. What do I have? I have a dream. I have a dream. A dream where subsonic aircraft do not have to tango with stupid MiG-21s. A dream where all are accepted. Even the slow people. Your stream quality has improved. Well, I mean, Zombie, you kind of have to say that. I mean, like, you know, like I said, before you were on the viewer's side, but now you're on my side, right? Like, that's... I feel like that's how it works. Think of it as, like, taking the blue pill, you know? The funny thing is, that will probably kill me. We just evaded that. I'm gonna do a little trick.
It's called Turn and Burn. It's called Dodge the Bullets. And it's called Bomb the Orphanage. Bombs away. Okay, well we couldn't dodge that one because it was a MiG-21, but I think I got the bombs out, so hopefully we'll get some points from this game. Zombie does not have to say that. Zombie is still by the viewers for the viewers. I'm gonna leave that one alone. For now. I'm just going to leave that Twitch viewer in restricted mode for now. And in the off chance that he sends another message with the word potato in it, then I will know he is not a bot, and I will remove him from restricted mode. However, if in the next 2 minutes he does not send a message with the word potato in it, then I know that he is in fact a Russian bot and is not a human, and I will yeet him to the afterlife of my channel. What's it gonna be? Can you time me out for a second? I want to see what it says. Bye, Tonk! Good luck! I feel like you don't want to mess with Zombie. Like, you're actively asking... Okay, Potato has not arrived. So, Druid Lord, I think it's gonna be a bye-bye from you. Sorry guys for YouTube, by the way. It's just me moderating my own Twitch. What is that? No. No, I can't. No. This isn't... No. This is not fair. This... You cannot put an F-117 with a Hunter. What the crap is War Thunder smoking? Ugh. I don't... Why do I play this game? Like, I don't know what Gaijin does half the time. I don't even know if Gaijin knows what Gaijin does half the time. He's gonna crash, right? Like, there's no way he's not gonna stall and die. Tonk, I feel like if you... Like, you're actively... Okay, you did stall out and die. You're actively asking Zombie to time you out. I feel like if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, no? Yeah, I know he didn't specify the duration. At this point, he's gonna be gone for like an hour. Tonk, maybe behave. A message brought to you by the government of Mexia. Bam bam ba-dum. For those of you who don't live in Canada, at the end of like every government message, you know when it's like, I don't know, enlist in the army, and then there's like there's a little jingle at the end. It goes bam bam ba-dum, because that's the start of our national anthem. It's great. We have a jingle. We don't have an army or an air force or like any capability to produce any weapons of any kind whatsoever, apart from some like crap armored vehicles. But we do have a jingle, and honestly, it makes a difference. A 2-year timeout. I can tell you right now that. By the way, that was sick. I'm really good at flying. If you're not inhaling a small child into your air intakes, are you even skimming the ground? Ba-da ba-da ba ba-da 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 ba ba ba-da ba-da ba ba-da ba ba ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Metal under tension, begging you to touch and go. Highway to the danger zone. Bam, bam, Highway to the danger zone. Right into the danger zone. Sorry, my voice is not warmed up tonight. 1v1 me, scrub. 1v1 me. 1v1 me. Let's go! I'd like to point out that I once again win. I win that, okay? Okay, I just wanna let's just take a moment, okay? Let's just look at the USSR tech tree. We're all aware that the Yak 9, wherever it is, the Yak 9, this one, no, not that one. This one? Yeah, this one and this one are both insane for their BR. Like we all know that, okay? We all know that. Like, they're insane. Moving swiftly on, we have the MiG-15, okay? This fighter, 973 kilometers per hour top speed, 23.7 second turn time. Let's just keep that in mind. 23.7, 937, or whatever. Let's look at the comparable British aircraft. 874 and 21.4. So significantly slower. But, you know, no worries. We can outturn it. That's fine. We got that. We win those. Moving swiftly on, we have the MiG-17, which is even faster and very much comparable to my Hunter in terms of top speed. Like, very comparable. In fact, is that even identical? Not quite identical, but very comparable, except this one is at 8.7. Alright, 8.7, and, like, it can carry actual, like, payload, while I cannot. But, you know, okay, sure, whatever. Then we get to the MiG-19, which is, you know, very interesting. 9.3 supersonic aircraft, I might add. 9.3 supersonic with missiles. Again, remember, supersonic. What do I have at 9.3? Well, obviously I've got the Hunter at 9.7, which is subsonic with no missiles. Or alternatively, I have the other Hunter at 9.7, which is subsonic, no missiles. But okay, fine, whatever. We win these. Then you have the MiG-21, which is literally even faster than the MiG-19, which is already way faster than what I could possibly do. And it's still at 9.3, I want to remind you. And it still has missiles, which are all aspects, you know, hit from any possible angle missiles. And what do I have at 9.3? Well, I've got the stupid Hunter. I've got the Hunter and I've got this Electric Lightning, which maybe is, like, comparable. I wouldn't know because I don't have it. As long as they're reasonable. I was always told asking questions is fine. Just make sure you want the answers. I'm just a better teacher, yes. Please don't ever refer to Jamin as, like, a good teacher. I just, my heart, I don't think, can take that. Because he's so mean to me. I feel like all his anger he gets from, like, teaching, he, like, lashes out at me with, you know? Alright, it's fine. We win these. We win these. Come on, Hunter. Anytime you want to accelerate would be great with me, but, like, sooner rather than later, please. I want someone to make War Thunder, but BR is by dates. I think people would have an aneurysm if you did that. I'm going to be very honest with you. And by people, I mean specifically Russia. Like, specifically the Russian player base would probably literally have a deep brain aneurysm and die the moment you did BR by dates. Because, like, all of their crazy planes suddenly wouldn't be crazy anymore. They'd suddenly be, like, bottom of the barrel stuff. Because, surprisingly, interceptors are not actually the best fighters. Who knew? Like, this is like, an unheard of statement. Unheard of, I say. Also, the German player base would also have an aneurysm, because the Spitfire Mark 1 would then be versing, like, the E3 and the E4 instead of the F2 and the F1. And, I'll tell you right now, the Spitfire Mark 1A would absolutely trounce the E3 and E4 and E1. It would not even be a competition, it would just be slaughter. Hello, Warra. Bye, Warra. That's because you're the class clown, Max. What do you mean I'm the class clown? You know, when I was in high school, elementary school, and university, you know, I mean, I can't show you them, otherwise I'm gonna be executed, because they've got my high school name on. But I was always principal's list, dean's list, honor roll, roll of distinction, bippity boppity boo, I will accept your apology immediately. Despite my, like, okay, right, it's time to break down the fourth wall here. The Max you guys see, this persona, is not in fact Jake. Jake is a very quiet, very reserved, very respectful person who does not in fact spend most of his time shouting at the Chinese people to stop eating cats. However, a very kind, quiet and respectful person does not necessarily make for a very entertaining stream. Although I should state that respect is, you know, still necessary at a certain point. You know, like, jokes are fine, but you gotta draw a line somewhere. Okay. I didn't even see the person that shot at me, nor did I even get a warning that there was a missile in the air. That's such a unique compliment. Can you guys, like, stop being nice to each other, please? It's like, this is a Max stream. This is not what we're supposed to be doing here. Oh my god, we're almost there. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. My hope! It's returning to my body! We must keep going, boys. We're almost there. Forwards. Forwards to victory. Hello, guinea pig. Rotating! There we go. I mean, like, it's kind of a persona. I'm not gonna lie. This is like, you know, when I'm not at school, this is this is pretty much Jake. I'm not that good of an actor. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I went to drama. I went in high school. In grade 8, I don't know how they do it in America, but in high school you get to pick like a couple electives to do, like foods or drama or singing or textiles. And textiles I was pretty abysmal with, like terrible with. So in grade 8, Kayla, that's my girlfriend, we had both our last names are at the end of the alphabet. Obviously some of you know mine already, but for those of you who don't, I'm not going to leak it on here. But my last name is at the end of the alphabet, so we were always next to each other, we had the same locker, all that sort of jazz. And in textiles, we sat next to each other. And for the life of me, I could not, I don't know why I do know why, I'm just an idiot with no common sense, but I could not figure out how the sewing machine worked. I just couldn't do it. I was trying to sew and it just was not sewing. It was making just a mess. And we were making this little salamander thing. So what I did is I stitched the outside by hand, because for some reason that was easier than using the sewing machine, which does not make any sense to me. I think I just didn't set the machine up right. I don't think I put the string through the right bit of the thread through the right bit of the hole, but I don't really know. But I did some of it by hand, and then there was like this one bit which had to be done with the sewing machine so that she could mark it. But she also said that we had to put a bit of duct tape on it with our name on. And so rather than like actually sewing the stitch closed, I just duct taped it closed and wrote my name on it and said that that was the bit of duct tape that I had to put on. And I genuinely believed, as a like young, naive 13-year-old, that she would not move the duct tape to check my stitch. I thought that was like the heist of the century. I thought I got away with that. That was the only C- I ever got in high school. Everything else I got straight A's for, but textiles, that's the one black mark on my record. Anyway, Kayla did not approve of that. She did not approve of that. She also didn't approve of me in foods when I started a fire. But this is besides the point. My story I was going to tell was in drama. In drama, I had to do a monologue. And because I'm, you know, me, I monologued about how much I hate drama. Well, that really sucks. Oh well. I monologued about how much I hate drama. I found a monologue about hating drama. and that's the monologue I performed to my drama teacher. I'm a unique flower, okay? I'm a unique cookie. We have electives. Max, is common phrase we have in America, at least where I live. You must be at least 2% more intelligent than the object you're trying to operate. Well, that's concerning. That is concerning for me. Because I, like, genuinely, Kayla, she did it, like, first time, you know? She was like, this is not hard, like, what is wrong with you? But I just could not. Okay, come on, kill the Meg. This will be the first Meg I actually kill. Come on! Yes! Splash one, baby! Alright, we got one of them. Also saved that other guy, by the way, I just want to point that out. Tunk, what the crap was that? I feel like you're not old. I feel like you're not old enough to make those kinds of jokes. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I mean, I don't know what like the current state of like jokes are as like a teenager, but my mum would very much execute me if I made a joke like that on the internet. Like, I would not live to see tomorrow. I probably wouldn't live to see like the next hour. And I don't necessarily believe that's a bad thing, just for the record. Come on, kill the Chinese guy. Yeah. And not because I hate Chinese people, just for the record, before you guys go absolutely ballistic on me, just because he was on the enemy team with Chinese characters, okay? I just want to make it clear that I am not racist, okay? Racism is bad, unless it's against the chat. Just for the, like, record, okay? A message brought to you by the government of Maxia. Uh-oh. Everyone prepare your bum. A MiG-21 is coming, and he's angry because I killed his friend. Okay. Talk to me, Goose. Goose, talk to me. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me, Goose. The funny thing is, he's faster than me, and I believe he can actually outturn me as well. So it's like the perfect combination of things I've got no defense against. I tell you what, I don't think flares are going to help me with missiles, or with bullets, I mean. Eject, eject. Can I not put that? I mean, like, there's not a direct rule against putting that. I want to make that clear. It's just the fact that I know you're not very old. That makes that a little bit uncomfortable for everyone here. You know, like maybe it's just a difference. But like when I was a kid, and I was watching. I used to watch the Yogs cast. I don't know if anyone here knows the Yogs cast. But they were like Minecraft YouTubers back in the day. I'm imagining no one does, because no one here is actually my age. Like, you're either older than me or younger than me. But the Yogscast was like a Minecraft channel back when Minecraft was like just coming out, you know? It was like after the beta, it was like 1.7.10. They made a Jaffa cake factory, they went to the moon, they used to do mod packs. It was very much like aimed at kids. When I was watching their stream, they had it like all locked down because like obviously it was all kids in there. I wasn't even allowed to talk in the stream from my parents, and I don't blame them, for the record, because you never know who might be around online. I do miss the Yogscast actually. They stopped when Minecraft. See, here's the thing. Okay, like this is why I will never be a streamer, like an actual streamer. I know that we're currently doing a stream, etc, etc. I would never feel comfortable just doing YouTube or just doing streaming, even if I had like 1 million subscribers, because it can all disappear like that overnight. As soon as the game you're playing isn't popular, or as soon as, you know, you say something terrible, which I mean, to be fair, if you say something actively terrible, you probably bloody deserve it, but you guys know what I'm saying. The fragility of everyone's like YouTube career is terrifying to me. I don't know how they sleep at night. I really don't. I can't believe it, to be honest with you. Diggy hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. Born underground, something inside a rocky pool the earth is afraid of. The mountains that become our tomb face us on the battlefield, you will meet your doom. I know it. 'Cause we don't fear what lies beneath, we can never dig too deep. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. Please don't copyright strike me, Yogscast, please. Have mercy on my soul. Stream 30, okay. Is it alright that I'm only 12? I want to make it clear, I got nothing against young people. It's just, like, here's my question for you, Tonk. Here's my question. If your mum saw what you wrote, would she, I was going to say, would she beat you? Hopefully your mum doesn't beat you. Would she be proud or disappointed? And if the answer is disappointed, probably don't write it, because at some point she will find out what you write on here, you know? Like, your parents aren't dumb. At least my parents weren't dumb, obviously. I mean, maybe I can't speak for everyone, but... yeah, that's what I would say. If you wouldn't be comfortable with your mum reading it, maybe don't write it. A message brought to you by the government of Maxia. It's also a good way to live, even if you're not 12, just for the record, everybody. If you wouldn't be comfortable with your mum hearing what you're saying, don't say it. Fortunately, I'm well aware of my mother. When we went to Hong Kong and we were standing in the subway... Okay, alright, I've got a couple of stories about Hong Kong, so... Let me just drop my bombs. So when we went to Hong Kong, we actually... First off, we went to Bali, Indonesia, which... Honestly, beautiful place, 10 out of 10, would recommend, if you have the means, obviously. I'm well aware that not everyone is, like, lucky enough to be able to go to Bali, and I'm very fortunate to have gone, etc, etc. This is me acknowledging the fact that I know that I'm a rich boy. Please don't beat me to death, okay? Alright, I do my best to not be stuck up, but this is a cool story, so please don't shoot me. Anyway, so when we went to Bali, we stopped off in Hong Kong. And it was literally, you know those huge protests that happened in Hong Kong? Like everyone got arrested, etc, etc. It was the day before, was the day that we were there. And we knew something was wrong when we went to the airport, the same airport where the huge protest happened, I might add, the day after we left, thank God. And literally the Chinese security guards had like full, like automatic rifles, like ready to go, loaded, ready to like shoot everybody on a moment's notice. That was a bit scary, but that's besides the point. We were on the subway or the underground. I don't know what it's called in China, but I would call it the underground. I assume they've got a Chinese thing for it. A Chinese name, I should say. I know that my anglicized name is not the correct one, but I don't know what else to call it, so I'm going to call it the underground, because it's the only name that I know for it. So we're on the underground, and Mum's, you know, making Chinese noises as everyone's listening to Mum make Chinese noises. Terrible. And then we actually finally arrive to like Hong Kong, right? Capital of street food. There's like fried octopus everywhere, you know, like baked guinea pig. I don't really know what they eat there. Probably like a dog or something. Fried dog. You know what I'm saying, right? It's like all the like weird, strange Chinese things that you'll get when you're on holiday. And instead of eating any of the street food, we walked directly into the first McDonald's, which was literally, you had to go down this escalator into just Hades. Like under this skyscraper, like 1 level down, 2 levels down, 3 levels down, to get to the largest McDonald's I've ever seen in my entire life. There's probably like 1,000 people packed in there, just like in just tables everywhere. And Mum sits at this table, and I go sit next to her, and there's like this film of just like white, clear liquid. And it's maybe about 1 inch or 2 like thick. It's like this goop, and it's just like stuck to the table. And I'm like, oh my god, what is this thing? You know, you know me, I start overreacting. I'm like, oh, there's some horrible disease being formulated in here. This lady next to us, this like Hongkonese person. Hongkonese? What is the adjective for that? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Chinese. Hong Konger? Hong Kong is technically part of China, but it's also not. It's also a bit more complex than I can really describe in a War Thunder stream. I digress. I digress. So we were in this like McDonald's, inch thick. I'm overreacting and screaming about how it's disgusting and we're all gonna die, and this lady next to us is just laughing her head off because obviously in Hong Kong they actually do speak a lot of English. So it's not like no one could understand us when Mum was making Chinese noises and laughing, or when I was going, "Ah!" Yeah. Well, anyway, that was the story of Hong Kong. We went to a McDonald's, we didn't eat octopus because Dad was worried that we might all die. And to be honest, fair enough. I did have literally the worst diarrhea I've ever had in my entire life on the way home. I don't think I left the toilet on the entire plane flight, and it was a 14-hour plane flight. It was not fun. I would say any plane flight longer than 4 hours should be considered a form of torture. Anyway, Max has daddy's money. Max, that is a very mature way of putting that. Tonk, is it a song you would sing to your parents? No. Bingo, Max has daddy's monies. Max, try not to be racist for the Chinese for 5 minutes. No. My mum would probably have some pretty horrible things I wouldn't say. Max, what did I just say? Would I come back to you? Hello, Isaac. Hello, hi Tonk. Why are you all so incredibly racist? It it was never intended to be racist. Okay? It's just okay. I genuinely think that one of it was, I swear it was like a hairy ear, okay? I don't know if it was dog or cat or what, but it was an ear with hair on, deep fried, and I would not eat that, okay? Like, I know when in Rome, do as the Romans do or whatever, but there is a limit to that, and my limit is unknown ears with hair on. Just for the record. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, do you want to like hate me even more than you already do? So I took my girlfriend to the Dominican Republic last year, this time last year we were in the Dominican. So we went to the Dominican Republic, and in the Dominican Republic everyone speaks Spanish, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious. I think everyone knows that. In the Dominican, they speak Spanish. We're not developing a new cure for cancer here or anything. That's just like, that is what they do in the Dominican Republic. I'm dead, by the way. See if I can take one of these guys with me. I'm tall for my age. How tall? When did Rome make lemonade? Alright, what did I miss? Bean don't. What happened to me when I went to Mexico from the water? Worst diarrhea I've ever had. Felt like a fire hose of pressure leaving me. Okay, alright. I have so many... My stomach is like... Okay. Hang on. I need to think about how much I can actually tell you without, like, giving away too much. So the university that I am at, a university which I can't tell you the name of, but it's, you know, one of the top in the world. They were doing this, like, fecal study, you know, to see, like, what bacteria you have living in your gut. And I'm quite a well-traveled person, you know. I've been lucky enough to go to Turkey, South Africa, Germany, France, Spain, Rarotonga, not Fiji yet, but it's on my list. Bali, Mexico, obviously the Dominican, St. Lucia. I've been lucky to go quite a few places in my life. So, you know, I went to go check in on this, like, fecal study, and apparently I've got this amoeba that you pick up from drinking contaminated water. That is, water contaminated with poop. So somewhere in my travels, I've drunk poop water, which is lovely to know. And it's this amoeba which just eats bacteria and causes, like, it's not like constant diarrhea, but, you know, it's consistent diarrhea. And there's no way to get rid of it. So that's just me for the rest of my life now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? It doesn't actually bother me, like, at all. I don't know why we're talking about the solidity of my fecal movements, but I'm all good. I do not need that image. Max, you're so pretentious. Look, I'm trying not to be, alright? I said, don't shoot me. I just thought it was a cool story, okay? I just thought it was a nice story. A nice story for nice people. Self-righteous, stuck up. Yeah, well, there you go. What was I saying? Yeah, right. So in the Dominican they speak Spanish. And because I'm not very smart, immediately following that, we jumped on a plane to go to England because my grandfather was very sick. Which is why we weren't planning on doing like 2 holidays in 1 year, because that would be kind of stupid. But he was very ill. It was the last chance to see him. So, you know, Kay and I finish up in the Dominican and we immediately hop on a plane and we end up in England. And we went to France for 2 days. And I walk up to the French border guard and it was, you know, England's left the European Union. They're all a bit upset with us, etc., etc. I walk up to the French border guard. I hand him my Canadian passport because I didn't want to, you know, hand him my British one because that'd be kind of stupid. You know, I was just asking for trouble. I hand him my Canadian passport, and the first words out my mouth before my girlfriend could elbow me in the face was, "Hola, amigo!" Oh, and he looked at me for so long. Oh, the look in his eyes was just one of pure hatred, and I could not. Yeah, I will. They're not my proudest moment. Oh yeah, I have stomach issues from drinking water on my monthly trip to Bali. My papa has brought me all around the world. I left my state like 4 times, 2 of which were for school trips. Yeah, well, you know, I've been fortunate enough to be well traveled. I acknowledge that that is a privilege that most people don't have. But having a cool amoeba in my gut is a personal favorite of mine. Yeah, I think honestly it was probably in Bali because we were given specific instructions not to drink the water, and I always brush my teeth in the shower. It's like where I brush my teeth, and I did not change that habit, even though I knew that it was full of poo water, because I'm just like, I have the same intelligence of an average gopher apparently. So I think that's where it came from, but I don't know, and I'll never know, and you know, I don't really need to know. I'm gonna yeet a missile at that. I think it's probably too far for a missile, but I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, it is too far. Just missed. I don't really see any other bases to bomb. I might dump my bombs. Because you have a lower intelligence than the sewing machine? Apparently, yeah. Apparently. I mean, at least I acknowledge my faults, you know? It would be worse if I was like, oh yeah, I'm perfect. Maybe the best person to ever walk the earth. Jesus is nothing on me. Oh, well, I'm gonna see Jesus very soon. Let's dump those. I think it may be too late for the bombs. It may be time to start writing an obituary for myself. It's not the plane, it's the pilot. It's not the plane, it's the pilot. Come on, Harrier, come on! Come on, girl! How much ammo does he have? Not enough. Pull up. Okay, well, we're in. He didn't get the kill, though. It's worth it. Remind me to charge my headphones before I go to sleep. The first words out of Jamin's mouth. Charge your headphones before you go to sleep. Oh, that's such a, like, I know you're not a father, but that is such a dad thing to do. You know when you go ask your dad, oh, Dad, remind me to, like, you know, do this. And he's like, oh, yeah, son. Like, he turns around immediately, glint in his eye, and he's like, son, do this before you go to bed. And it's like, oh, my God, Dad, that's not what I meant. Max, I like the banana. What is the banana? Like the banana? Is that what you mean? No, I've never actually been a huge, banana fan. To be honest with you. I don't know why, I think it's the texture. It's probably like my undiagnosed autism coming out. My girlfriend, she swears, she's like, you are on the spectrum. I'm like, yeah. The cool end of the spectrum. I mean, like, you know, if I actually went to a doctor about my mental health, it would probably be a disaster. So, I think the plan is just to stay quiet. That is not a Max hot take for the record. The Max channel opinion is look after yourself, but the Jake opinion is just shush shush. There is a distinction there. It's a narrow one, but I hope you guys can see the distinction. You should set the keybinds for your vertical thrust and Harrier to make tighter turns. Undiagnosed, but girlfriend's pretty sure. War games. If there is anyone who participates in this channel who's not neurodivergent, I would be surprised. Look, I took an autism test on the internet, which is where all good doctors get their autism tests from, obviously. It means, you know, because I googled it for 5 seconds, I do have a medical degree now in autism diagnosis. Anyway, I took an autism test, and I got 59 out of 60. You needed to get 60 to get autism, and I had 59, which means, ladies and gentlemen, I have a clean bill of health, I do not have autism, and my girlfriend is wrong. Neurodivergent. So, someone who is not, someone who has, like, a different way of thinking. Someone, I don't want to say someone who's not normal, but, you know, if you think the standard way of thinking, someone who's neurodivergent, so like someone who's, you know, autistic or who has ADHD, someone like that would be a neurodivergent person. It's a nice way of saying different, I guess. But fortunately, I'm not in that group. Let's go, baby! Everyone knows about the bird. Yeah, he was still a threat, okay? He still had one wing attached. There was definitely still one wing attached. I had to take him down. He could have been carrying a nuclear bomb, for all you guys know. Oh, everybody knows about the bird. Don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody knows that the bird is the word. I don't know why this is in my head, but you guys get to listen to it as well now. It's still in my head, by the record. I'm just on silence mode for a little bit to give you guys a break before it like springs back out of me again. Oh damn it! I could have get him if I could have got him. Words in English, Jake, is a language that you apparently speak. However, I'm not seeing a lot of evidence of that recently. Oh, he's still a threat. Oh, he's still a threat. He could still... That is an aircraft which is still flying. He needs me to finish him off. Clearly. Damn it. I'm gonna head on this ME-163. Oh, he's a champion. Okay. I won't be able to catch him, unfortunately, because he's just going to be way too fast for me. I mean, when you consider the fact that these are, like, jets from the Second World War, and they're currently versing, like, early Cold War jets, they're pretty solid. Although, to be fair, if this was, like, realistically modeled, 50% of them would explode immediately upon starting their engine, so... You know, swings and roundabouts. And the same with all the stupid German, like, Tiger 2s and Tiger 1s. if War Thunder was vaguely realistic, every single one of them would have a transmission failure within the first 5 seconds of a battle. And then the crew would have to spend the next 10 minutes changing the transmission. 10 minutes is even a little bit optimistic, I would say. Probably more like 10 hours, but you get the picture. It's the reason why Shermans were actually so good in World War II, is that they've, you know... It's not that they were throwaway weapons, because they weren't. Like, obviously, a tank is a tank is a tank. But Shermans were some of the easiest to repair and replace weapons, which is what you want in a weapon. You want it to be easy to fix. You want it to be able to be fixed in the field by its crew, with just a wrench, a stick of gum, and a dream. What you don't want is something you have to drag all the way back to the hangar in some sort of stupid rail car, because it's too fat to go over any bridge. Can I actually kill this? I would like to kill it, please. Okay, well, he's missing a part of his wing. The question becomes, is it a necessary part, or is that like a, you know, sort of decoration part? Looks like it's a necessary part. He is now on fire. I've never seen an ME-163 survive a fire and continue somewhat flying. Like, I don't know what this thing is made out of, but we should make all of our planes out of it from that here on out. I should probably go to bed. I have an AP. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I actually have to murder someone here in Twitch chat. I don't know why I bother with Twitch chat. It's like, no one ever watches on Twitch apart from, you know, bots. But maybe one day. Bean, as you have an AP test tomorrow, I think you should go to bed. I don't think you should flip a coin as the streamer here, as your god, as the decider of your life, self-appointed, I might add. I think it's probably a good idea to get a good rest, good night's sleep. You know, there'll probably be a stream tomorrow, you're not missing much. And, yeah. You know, do good, do good. So then you won't have to end up, you know, like me, streaming. I believe in you, Bean. I believe in your abilities. Remember, if in doubt, it's always C, okay? Always put an answer. Even if you have to pull it out your bum, you know? Even if it's, like, clearly wrong. Maybe there'll be a pity part mark. Just put something down. Anything. Anything. Tonk, I would love... actually, Tonk, I would not love to know what goes on inside your head. I am terrified about what goes on inside your head. Should I continue being pretentious and self-righteous? Should I tell you another pretentious and self-righteous story? Have I been pretentious enough? It's the posh travelling life, the travelling life for me. First cabin intact and stable, regal company. Wherever abroad I travel abroad, oh ever so properly. Port out, starboard out, posh with a capital P-O-S-H, posh. Every hand that holds the scepter, every head that holds the crown. They always give their all for me, they never let me down. I'm on my way to far away, ta-ta and toodaloo. And bon voyage and fare thee well, arrivederci too. But it's the posh travelling life, the travelling life for me. First cabin intact and stable, regal company. Wherever abroad I travel abroad is ever so properly. Not recommending, but consider the internet as public praise. Consider everything you say here. Would you say it to a stranger? I mean, you're not wrong, Javin. You're like 100%. I will routinely go through the chat and add it to my videos. You know, like there is no privacy here. It'll be I mean, unless you guys delete it, but even then, you know, anything you throw out on the internet is there forever. So, you know, it's always something to keep in mind. I was like, oh my god, my channel's gonna be under the Jake name forever. Holy Jesus. Hopefully an employer oversees this. I kid. But yeah, you know, you do have to be careful on the internet. You do. But having fun is okay. It's just like, you know, would your parents be okay with it? If no, then probably don't. A message brought to you by the government of Jake Hiya. Bum bum ba-dum. Every hand the holds. Do you guys know what that's from? Let me sing. I mean, no. Only I'm allowed to sing on this channel. Do you guys know what song I'm singing? The posh song? Do you know what that's from? Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Oh, you, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. Here, far in our motor car. What a happy time we'll spend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Our fine sorry, my speech impediment is coming out again apparently. Let's try that again. Our fine four-fended friend. There we go. Oh, you, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. Here, far in a motor car. Oh, what a happy time we'll spend. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, our fine four-fended friend. I still can't say it. Our fine four-fended friend. Okay. Where? Who? What? I hate this game. I hate this game. I don't know why I play this game. I think I'm dumb. I think this game is dumb. I think I may have a mental problem because I keep coming back to be beaten over and over and over again. Oh well, at least I've got enough footage now. Like, I can definitely stitch together some sort of horrible video, so that'll be good. Iffy. So iffy is something that would be like on the line. If something is iffy, it's like you know, sort of borderline, on the line, maybe not good. You know, that's maybe not the best description of it, but think of it as something like on the line between okay and acceptable and like not acceptable. It's iffy. It's not good. Did anyone watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Please. Somebody. Someone is old enough. Is like zombie. Come on. You must have watched it. It came out in 1969 or something. Which, yeah, I acknowledge that is older than you, but you still must have seen it as like a kid or something, right? I used to, like, when I was in England as like a 4-year-old, I used to dance to that all the time, and I clearly still remember it. There's one song in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang which goes, and I love it because it's like the best life message you could ever know, and I just can't think of it right now. It's called The Roses of Success. Up from the ashes, grow the roses of success. Grow the roses, those rosy roses, from the ashes of disaster, grow the roses of success. Every busted bubble has a glory. Each abysmal failure makes a point. For every growing path that goes astray shows you how to find a better way. So every time you stumble, they're like old, like mad scientists with like the traditional like British crazy accent, you know? So every time you stumble, never grumble, for next time you'll bumble even less. It's great. I've never watched that movie. I don't watch movies. Okay, well, I mean, you guys are missing out. That was a pretty great rendition of Up From The Ashes, I just want to let you know. And since you guys haven't seen it, you just have to take my word for it. Until up from the ashes, grow the roses of success. Okay, speaking of the roses of success, let's see if we can find any in this battle of ours. Tally ho, red section. Oh. Okay. I would say the slight issue with this plane is that I'm an idiot. That is currently what is holding us back the most. Two options. One, the song sucks. Two, Max sucks at singing. Okay, well, I mean, ouch. It feels bad, man. Feels bad. I'm gonna try and order a cup of tea from Dad, and I'll see if we can get the cats for you. What should we write? Oh, paternal parent, please may thou spawn youngest. I am the youngest, obviously. Harvest and cup of tea. Also, the chat would humbly, I am blaming you guys, request the cats, if possible. I was watching horror movies by the age of 8. I watched it at the age of 6 and pooped myself. It was scary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Tonk. That's not good. That is not good. That is not good. I'm glad that you've like got no shame about it though. That's good. That's good. That'll serve you well. That will serve you well in later life. They say that when you're scared, when you're under like a bunch of adrenaline, your body, it has to shunt blood and like oxygen, and you know, it has to shunt everything that's not important needs to be thrown out. And usually that involves like shutting down your entire digestive system and just like focusing on the most important thing, which is fighting off whatever is scaring you, right? Because we're, at the end of the day, we are just monkeys. And monkeys see something scary and we go, ooh, let's stab it. Well, I mean, maybe not, let's stab it. Shunt is what I said, not shut. Shunt. When you shunt something, I'll let Jammin describe it. He'll be better than me at this, I'm sure. But this is a very loose and liberal definition of what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fight or flight response. When you're undergoing stress, your body releases adrenaline, or norepinephrine. And it causes everything which is not necessarily important at the moment, which is maybe digestion, to stop. To be on the back burner, which is why when people who are really scared or really anxious, you'll see them vomit. It's not gross, it's not that they're sick, it's just that their body is currently assuming that it has to fight a bear or something, because, you know, we're cavemen at the end of the day, and when you're fighting a bear, you don't need to be digesting a Subway sandwich, right? You need to be fighting the bear. Hello, father. Oh, hang on, okay. Alright, this is it. This is it, guys. This is your moment. Let me turn it on, the cat cam. You know, they can almost see it. It might help if I turn the light on. Percy Pie! They probably can't see him now. Percy! Okay, well now they definitely can't see him. Yeah, that way, Dad. Yeah. A little bit more. Yeah, that's perfect, right there. Oh, poor Percy. Dad, we were just talking about the fight or flight response. Do you have anything to add to that discussion?
I'm more for flight.
You're more for flight. Currently they said, hang on, sorry, they said, cat, squee, yay, cat, yippee, kitty, yay, dad cam. You can't see my dad's face, can you? Don't think you can. No, you can't. You can just see his feet. Dad, they can see your feet. Is that okay? I promise they probably won't take screenshots of it and sell it on the internet, but I can't guarantee that they won't. Holy Jesus. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that they're trying to kill me. He should overshoot me, I think, pretty quickly. Oh! I'm gonna need a medic. Bye, Dad. How am I not dead? Is anyone else confused that I'm not dead? Max! Maxwell, come on. So I'm trying to see if I can get another cat for you, but I don't think I can. Max! Maxwell! Oh, hello! Meow! 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 Max! Oh, Percy! Hello again. Meow! Hello, Max. Hello, Percy. Okay, they're all by my feet now. I can't really show you my feet because I got my, like, laundry basket full of crap there, so you guys got to see the cats, and now we get to play the game again. Oh my god, he's leaving. Hang on. Max! Other kitty, cuter kitty. Max is 18 years old. He is an old boy. He is an old boy. Sorry, I'll try and get you guys I'll try and get you an interview with Max. Max! What do you have to say to the chat? Thank you for the tea, Father. Okay, I'll switch back to the cat cam.
Max. Max. Percy.
There you go, Dad. They've always wanted to hear you speak. What is picking it up as a speaker? Oh, we got this.
Audio input. It's working, so it's picking something up.
It is working. It's just very, very quiet. So hopefully we can fix that. Why going here? Sorry, that's the wrong one. Going there, going there.
Changing properties.
I hope it's okay. Yeah, there we go. I fixed it.
You fixed it. Excellent.
Hashtag don't drop it. Alright, there you go. Now you can speak.
Tea available at $1.50 a cup. Digestive biscuits extra.
How much extra for a digestive
50
biscuit?
cents.
50 cents! I'm being extorted by my own father. The cat camera silence. Yeah, it's because I gave my dad my microphone and he immediately dropped it. I was like, Dad, do you want to say a few words to the chat? And like literally the first thing he did was just drop it. Alright. Wow, that was some excitement there. I'd just like to point out my my football trophy for you. There you go. See? Look, I am an active outdoor person. I guess it, you can only look at the front because the back has the name of my city on it. Alright, let's go to live. It's Amy Good, The Cat Science Max, Secret Hitman, Mr. Mittens, Funboard, Leg Reveal, W Socks Medal. Max, why are you so pretentious? Why? Do you not like my legs? Is that what it is, German? Do you think my legs are pretentious? Like, I'm sorry, this is what peak male performance looks like, okay? You can tell by the way it like jiggles. Do I have anything else interesting to show you in here? Not really. I already showed most of you my hurricane. It's probably the only cool thing I own in my entire life. But for those who haven't seen it, maybe I should rename this the Hurricane Cam. Jesus. I don't know why I hurt when I bend over. I'm only 22. Holy Jesus. Oh, by the way, random medal. Oh, sorry, Jamin. Hang on, let me. I'll do better. I'm sorry. Hang on. We got this one, which is the football that we came second in. My brother coached that football game. And then we got this one, which we came third in, but it's okay because there were 4 teams, so we beat one of them. Okay, now these ones I gotta be a little bit careful with. Okay. I can only show you the back of this one. Because it's got my... I don't actually know if I can even unhook it. I can only show you the back because the front's got my actual like high school like name on. See? I was an intelligent boy. I was. And then I started playing War Thunder. Anyway. But my best award, my favourite award, the one which means the most to me, is what my girlfriend got me for my 1 year anniversary, which was 7 years ago. Oh, do you see? It says best boyfriend. Yeah, I know, we're cute like that, get wrecked. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. At least for awards that I've got. Okay, let's turn my lights off again. They're like, playing in the dark is bad for your eyes, yeah, but... Oh, Jesus. I'm crippled. I think my ankle just broke. Holy Jesus. Okay. Ow. That really hurt. Okay. I think I'm gonna live. No, it was the ankle. It wasn't the toe. It was the ankle. My bed, it's got like... I don't know. I don't think you guys can see it, but it's like... My dad made it for me, first off. Thank you, Dad. It's got this like wooden frame, and then there's like a little bit of a lip that sticks out beyond the frame. So if I'm walking in the dark and I'm not paying attention, do you want me to call an ambulance? Hello, Technonaut. Sorry, hang on. I have to read the chat for a little bit. Let's catch up with what you guys are saying. Obviously, I'm sure it's riveting. Uh-oh, power went out. No, power's fine. Max, playing in the dark is bad for your eyes. War Thunder legs. I play in the dark. Plane. Anyways, I will currently get 5 hours of sleep, so I'm going to go to sleep. Max is ancient. Max is young. Yo, hi. Good night, Tonk. Why did you delete that? Nothing happened. New Max Law. Your toe. I told you. Don't want to go critical hit. Since when was zombie a mod? The dark is bad for legs. Yeah, that was not my... That's not my smartest decision I've ever made in life. Does the like microphone sound okay? Because Dad really did like drop it from his full height of 5'8". And it has broken before, and I think it is currently in the process of breaking again. Okay, Rotate, you're up. What do we think? Do we think do we like the cat cam? What's the cat cam opinion on the channel? Was it a good waste of $30? Everything sounds good. Okay, good. That's what I like to hear. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, wiggle, wiggle. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bye, guinea pig. Cat cam, 100 out of 10. Cat cam is great, but I've yet to see a cat on it. Technonaut, you just missed them. They literally just came. Like, probably 2 minutes ago. If you scroll back in the stream, you might be able to see them. I mean, we could do fish cam. I have a fish tank in my... I have a fish tank in my room. We could do fish cam. Cat cam is great. Okay, good. I'm glad the cat cam is going down well. By the way, my ankle is actually bruised. I'm pretty sure. Yep, my ankle. Oh, I'm bleeding. That's definitely a severe damage right there. Do everything, Cam. No. I charge extra for everything, Cam. And I will not elaborate on that statement for you, I'm afraid. Struck by lightning sounds pretty frightening, but you know the chances are so small. Stung by a bee thing, nothing but a bee thing. Better chance you're gonna bite at the mole. But there's a 22 and 4 and 1 that you can fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, Tally. I don't know the rest of it. It's never gonna let up because we might as well sing along. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are the Americans aren't gonna kill us. Odds are the okay, well, they are going to kill us, but hopefully we can get to the base before they do. And you know what? No. Screw that. Hopefully we can kill them before they do. Bippity boppity boo, Fox 2! Oh, okay. Oops. I did not actually mean to fire that missile, just for the record, before you guys have an aneurysm and go, Max, you wasted it. I know. Get shredded, sir! Sorry, my bad. I mean, good game. How are we doing? Okay, I need to get bombs off. Come on. Okay, that was way out of range, but whatever. Get whatever we can off, and then let's turn and burn. Evade! But don't pass out, otherwise you will be dead. gotta overshoot. He's gotta overshoot. Okay, this is it. This is it, Harriet. This is for your life. Bippity boppity boo, Fox 2! Alright, cool the engine. Cat is cute. I'm sure you're fine, Max. I gotta grind jets. I was so happy, lol. Since when was Max a music YouTuber? Nice, beautiful, thank you. Thank you. I am proud of that. That was a pretty good fight. It was a pretty good fight because if you notice, you'll see that I am in fact on top. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. You know what I really want for like my streaming setup to complete my little like, I mean, don't get me wrong, my setup is pretty miserable. But you know what would complete my like miserable streamer setup? I would like one of those boom microphone stands. Cause I feel like with the boom microphone stand you can like put your microphone, cause you got like that pop filter in front of it, you know? And right now my microphone's just kind of off to the side, so you guys can hear when I like clack my keyboard desperately. And I don't know if that's annoying to you guys or what. But yeah, if we ever hit it big on YouTube, you know, if we ever make like $50, that'll be the purchase. That'll be the purchase. If we ever make $1 million, I just want to let you know none of it will be going to charity. It'll all be going to the fund of Max, where I put it towards my Mazda MX-5 or my Mazda Miata for those Americans in the audience. I mean, I killed him too, so I'm going to count it as a win. Setup cam when? Setup cam when? I kind of don't want to show you my setup because I feel like you would be judgmental. I also need to move like quite a lot of stuff before I can show you my setup. And I feel like you guys are going to have an aneurysm. And like, not like a minor aneurysm, like a major aneurysm. When's the body pillow coming out? I don't know. Are you guys going to pay for a body pillow? Of me? We don't really have a channel mascot. We probably do need one. We need like a, I don't know, an animated cat drawing or something. Let me move my washing basket. You guys don't need to see like, my washing. Okay, and then it's gonna be kind of a little bit of an iffy adventure. Alright. Let's go back to Cat Cam. Welcome to Cat Cam, where cats are cameras. Okay, so if we spin you around, here it is, my baby. Ryzen 9, whatever it's got in it, I don't remember. Definitely a Ryzen 9. Ryzen 9 7900X, I think. RTX 4060 Ti, 32 gigabytes of RAM, very, very decent. And then a little bit further, you'll see. Okay, how do I? Sorry, let me just move my washing basket again. I'm doing my best to make sure this is not in the frame. I'm gonna put it on my bed. Oh, hang on, let me close my drawer as well. And I just have to. See, I can't bend down because then you'll see my face. I went to the gym, okay? If you guys are wondering why I'm wearing my athletic shorts, that's why. See, because I'm actually trying to get rid of the War Thunder legs. Alright. I gotta unscrew this a little bit. There's the setup. I'm gonna pick you up. Okay, we're gonna give you the tour. You guys are actually directly attached to my computer, so it's like kind of limited. Printer, this is for school. There's OBS. You can kind of like do a, you know the thing. T is there, and then keyboard, mouse, and fish are over there. And that's the room. I'm gonna point you guys at the ground again now. Mostly because I don't want you to see my face. Yeah, that's right. Ah! What did I just unplug? Oh, my headphones. Yeah, so there you go. That's my bedroom. Okay, I'm gonna switch this back to War Thunder now. Hold the camera up to the screen. Why do you want to see the screen? I feel like the screen is not that riveting. I mean, maybe it is. I don't really know. Alright, we're back on CapCam. Just point you at my cupboard. The camera is directly wired to the PC, so it doesn't actually stretch that far. Like, that is as far as we can go. Is this everything you've ever wanted, Tetronaut? Alright, there you guys go. Alright. Boom. Bippity boppity boo. All that, and I managed to hide my huge washing basket from you. Because I desperately need to do cleaning at some point. Alright. With that, let us return to War Thunder. Did not expect TV. I honestly, I play on the TV. It's got a lovely Best Buy Essentials full motion mount on it, which I bought for $10. Put it in the washer now, Max. I literally can't because it's 11 o'clock and my mum will kill me. Do not become the average War Thunder player. It is 11 o'clock. How is my mother supposed to sleep? Considering the washing machine is next to their bedroom. That's going to be a difficult... I can't really go, oh, my chat made me do it. The chat made me do it. Mum, I'm sorry. The chat! Anyway, there you go. That was the tour. Did we enjoy the tour? Was it a good tour? Harry, I got it. Holy Jesus, Tonk. I feel like everything you say makes my faith in humanity drop about 5% more. It's not necessarily a bad thing for you, but... I just test... Honestly, the Swift is, like, solid. It is solid, Tetronaut. It is so good. I mean, it's not good, but it's definitely solid. The Meteor, the Vampire, it's like yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. But the Swift is okay. The Swift with the missiles is personally my favorite because the Swift with the missiles gets the afterburner. Good tour. All right, good. I'm glad I can take up reality streaming. We can do vlogs from now on. I could just like do like vlogs from downstairs in the bathroom. Be like, hi guys! I'm washing my hands now! Okay, bye! That's gonna be my vlog. Yeah, way more thrust to get it. Oh, my girlfriend's gonna kill me. Speaking of my girlfriend, I actively have been trying to get her into the chat at least. But I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Miku. What is a Miku? Oh yeah, the TV. I know I was bashing my TV earlier in the stream, but the TCL TV, honestly, it's excellent. I got it on a full motion mount, so when I'm not streaming or playing video games, I can turn it and I can watch TV on it. I also ordered for the channel. I know you guys are. I'm spoiling you lot right now, so you better appreciate this. I ordered a capture card. I ordered a capture card so that I can plug in my Nintendo Switch and we can do a Pokemon Nuzlocke attempt with me, your boy, MaxMisty122. I thought that might be fun. I thought it might be a fun, like, change. Oh, sorry. I think Wargaming asked me what other games do I play other than War Thunder and RimWorld. I play a lot of racing games, like, you know, Forza, that sort of stuff. I haven't played any of them recently, but I do play a lot of them usually. I'll play like PlanetSide as well. I feel like most people will play PlanetSide. Ugh. I just like could not defeat that missile. I wonder if it's radar guided. Rule for life, never wake up mum unless you're sick or bleeding. Yeah, honestly, though, zombie, like 100%. That is a great rule to live by. Do not put the washing machine on at 11 o'clock, otherwise you will not live to see the next day. I'd say we had a more active stream than usual today. How did we do? We went up to 8 people. Right now we're at 4. Zombie deserves ownership of this channel. Who's with me? That is not something I was expecting. I was expecting you guys to be asking for David for ownership of the channel, but Zombie is a little bit out of left field. Zombie for president? Okay. Honestly, I mean, I'm not American, so I can't really vote for president. I would consider Zombie for prime minister if she was Canadian. Zombie seems like the kind of gal who will, like, get things done. Whether it is via democracy or via, like, an iron fist. Which is why she's my moderator. That, and I needed someone that I fear. That I thought the chat would fear. And to be fair, she seems to be doing really good. You guys have been behaving today, mostly. Mostly. But, you know, mostly is good. I'll take that. I'll take that. We take the dubs when they are provided. Zombie, I gotta know. Since you're like the only one of my moderators that's ever moderated before, would you say that we've got a good group? Like, I know you moderate for a Minecraft stream. I imagine we've got to be better than them, right? Not that it's like a competition, but if it was, we'd be winning, right? Tetronauts grinding British jets, but the problem is so am I. So what if he never catches up to me? What if we're just forever... Oh, damn, I dropped one of my bombs by accident. Oopsies! I have not had a good game for a little while. But I've definitely got enough of the footage now, so... Tomorrow we're going back to RimWorld, for the record. Tomorrow's going to be a RimWorld stream. I haven't streamed RimWorld for so long, I kind of miss it a little bit. Low-key? I mean, honestly, high-key. I high-key miss RimWorld. Never thought I'd say those words. I think we'll play RimWorld tomorrow. I fancy some RimWorld tomorrow. Shall we say 3 o'clock? Max, how do I get past 8.0 jets? What country are you flying? I mean, like, if you want the, like, wise bum answer, it's play better, but... What country are you flying, Sakai? Because that will make my decision for me, you know? That was nice too. France, uninstall. Honestly, though, like, it's not even me being like, oh, I hate the French. That's just... France is not good. I don't know why you're flying France. Have you considered flying anything that doesn't eat onions and baguettes all day? Can I outrun this Q5? I'm thinking probably not. I'm giving it an old solid try, but I don't seem to be going any faster than him. Okay. Oh, well. I mean, that's one way of doing it. That is one way of doing it. I didn't really intend to do that, but that works. I couldn't be worse than the current president if I tried. As I'm Canadian, I'm going to say nothing. I'm going to nod quietly and say nothing. I think that's the best policy when it comes to American politics, is say nothing. Oh my god. I would end the stream, but we're so close. We're like 16,000 RP away. Oh, we could do this. We can do this. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper, baby, I'm your man. God, is it about... It's about 10,000 degrees in my bedroom now. Probably because I just, like... Come on. Chugged hot tea. So I think anyone could. Max for president? 2020? When are you guys having your next election? I don't remember. 2028, presumably? Ah, yes. A man of character, I see. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Execute Order 66. It will be done, my lord! Oh, you guys should be scared. If I ever get this thing rolling, you guys should be terrified. Only people with adamantium balls use the Hunter F1. Unfortunately, I have those. The reason why the wings are so big is to carry the weight of the pilot's testicular region. Da, don't fear the Reaper is great. Yeah, it is. Da, da. I don't know why it's in my head. I was saying bird is the word, and now that's back in my head again. Everybody knows about the bird. Bird, 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 bird is the word, but don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody knows that the hunter's the word. If I ever become Canadian Prime Minister, there will be some immediate changes to Canada's foreign policy relations. First off, Colombia. We invade it. You may be wondering why. Answer, cocaine. Reason, sell it to the Americans illegally. Why? Fix the economy. Step 2, having first invaded Colombia. Step 2, Panama. Take it from the Americans. Why? Just so that they can't have it. Step 3, Form a new British Empire with myself as the monarch. Step 4, invade India. Step 5, profit. We are a totally peaceful race. No, we are not a racist group. No, 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 no. Tonk, no, no, bad, bad, bad. Look, okay, I know that sometimes, you know, we make fun of the Chinese or whatever, or the, you know, French and everyone else, but no. No. No, we are not that. We are many things, but that is not one of them. We may be dumb, we may be idiots, we may be all sort of socially awkward and probably not normal, but we are definitely 100% not that. That is the one thing we are not. It's the one thing I will not allow us to be. Ow, by the way. I may need a medic. I'm sort of feeling that the control surfaces have sort of stopped responding per se, and then a missile entered my cockpit. Alright, Tonk. Don't say anything out of left field again, alright? You gotta behave. I'm officially putting you on behave warning. Behave probation, you might say. Not us. Tonk's like frowny face, frowny face. I'm sorry, Tonk. I'm sorry, but you know, lines have to be drawn in the sand, you know? You know? It's like, you know, what if... Because, like, sometimes it's funny haha, right? Like, there's some things which are funny haha, like, oh, you know, the goddamn Chinese and their goddamn cats and whatever, you know? That's probably borderline between funny and, like, you know, not. But, you know, we walk that line. We walk that line. But the problem is, what if someone who, like, was just joining the channel or was just entering the chat for the first time saw that, right? They maybe wouldn't feel like it's a very inclusive place. Which, you know, despite my, like, thoughts on the French and the Chinese and the Americans and the Canadians and the British, and essentially anyone who isn't me, we do have a vaguely inclusive channel, I would say. We do our best. You know, we're not perfect, but no one is. We ball. We ball. By the way, I believe we are currently on a Russian server, which is lovely. Is lovely. And we're versing the Russians. We're finally in the heart of the foe. The Canadians, genetically modified super warriors who know no fear, spearhead every counter-assault against the MiG-21s and take the battle to the heart of the foe. Come here, Putin, it's go time. By the way, my challenge that I issued to Putin like 2 years ago remains. I am happy to 1v1 him in War Thunder. Winner gets to... I don't know. Do something. Good morning. What is Miku? Oh, no, wait, no. Do I know that? Isn't that something about Wi-Fi? It's like some song about Wi-Fi, isn't it? Oh god, what was it? Hang on. No. Shush, everybody shush. I saw it somewhere on YouTube in my travels. Yeah, it was like, some AI streamer thing was singing it against some weird girl who was screaming, and they were like running for president or something. It's like a song. It's like da 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 da, and it's like hiding in your Wi-Fi or something. Yeah? Did I get it right? Is that what it is, or is that not it? Hatsu Miku is a Vocaloid. What is it? What is it? What is a vocaloid? Miku is hiding in your white. Yeah. I thought someone was singing something about it or something. It was like some AI VTuber thing was singing it. I don't know. I saw it for like 5 seconds on a shore. You know how it is. Jesus, guys. Why am I doing so badly all of a sudden? It's always the Delta Wings. Like, it's the 3rd time I've been shot down by a Delta Wing. She's an anime character. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm not hip with the anime. I have watched like a little bit of it, but not enough to like know anything. I watched Spy Family. I think that's the most anime I've ever watched. Spy Family. I watched it to review it, but it was actually probably the only anime I actually enjoyed. It's called Max's Scale of Anime Loneliness, okay? Whenever I'm doing an anime review for like a class or film studies or whatever, the bigger the, main female characters are... What is the polite word for this? Zombie, what's the polite word for this? The bigger the female main character's area, we're gonna go with, the lonelier the anime audience is. That's my theory. Anime review, yeah. For a couple of my classes, I've done anime reviews, and I'm a aspiring creative writer, so I've written quite a few reviews on movies and TV shows and animes. I've done Spy Family and I've done Castlevania are the 2 animes that I've reviewed. Spy Family I enjoyed. Castlevania I thought was a bit... I don't know. I mean, I liked it. Like, it was a fun story and everything. And it wasn't like the typical anime, I guess. I don't really know what my idea of like a typical anime is maybe a little bit more like, oh, save me, senpai! Or whatever. That's what I imagine is like a typical anime. What kind of classes are you taking? I was taking creative writing for screenplays. Now, don't get me wrong, I got to choose my like genres. It's like I volunteered for it, but I already did film and I already did TV shows. So the option was documentaries, which I didn't really want to do because documentaries kind of boring. Although I guess I could have done like BBC Walking with Dinosaurs. Probably would be. I don't know if that counts as a documentary. Or I could choose to do an anime, and I thought, okay, I'll do an anime then. Whippity boppity boo. But yeah, those are the only 2 that I've watched, so I'm sorry, guys, I don't get it. I guess, well, no, I watched Pokemon as a kid, and that's an anime, isn't it? Is it? I guess it is. So there you go, there's 3. I was, actually playing Pokemon not too long ago. Got Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Just finished the 4th gym trainer. Again, it's not like an anime review, it's like film reviews. I got to choose the genre, so I volunteered myself for that. But I decided I hadn't watched any, so I wanted to give it a go. You know me. I'm a bold boy, most of the time. But yeah, Spy Family came highly recommended to me, and you know what? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Anya and Lloyd and... Oh god, what was the other one's name? Hang on, it's in there somewhere. It's in my brain. Wait, everyone stop. Your Forger. Anya, Lloyd, and Your Forger. They are a family of 3 interesting people. Lloyd is a spy, Yor is an assassin, and Anya is a mind reader. Hijinks ensue. I actually did pretty decent that round, I want to point that out. Anything by Ghibli Studios? No. Like I said, what I did is I went on Netflix. I went to the anime section and I was like, okay, we're doing this one. Go. I didn't do any research whatsoever. I've never watched Spirited Away. I've never watched anything. Gaijin means foreigner in anime speak. You mean in Japanese? Yes. Konnichiwa. Jake desu. Jenai does. I did do my Japanese today. I was like, uh-oh, the Duolingo owl is going to shoot me, but no, I did it in the parking lot. I genuinely have only watched 2. Castlevania was interesting. I don't know if it counts as an anime, because I was talking to one of my co-workers at Best Buy, and he was like, oh, it's not an anime because it's made in America. But, I mean, to me, if it looks like an anime and it sounds like an anime, it's probably an anime. Castlevania was fun. I enjoyed that one. It wasn't, like, as good as Spy Family, I would say. Spy Family is a little bit more up my street, because it was a little bit less, like, murder and violence. Hello? Okay. Oh, sorry, hang on, I have to switch the cat cam, but they won't be able to see because it's like pitch black. And the camera's a little bit over here now. Yeah, they're saying kitty, they're saying kitty cat, pet the cat. They're asking to pet the cat. I can't really do that without doing a face reveal, so... Ow. It was in my eye, Dad. You gotta be very careful, don't bend down too much. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I feel like we're missing his squeaks, unfortunately.
Good night.
See?
Night. Good boy. Good night then. Yeah. Come on then. Let's go.
Bye, Dad. Alright, you guys are stuck with me again now. Are we still alive, is the question?
Oh my god, we are. The gods of War Thunder have smiled upon us today. Okay, you guys gotta remind me to actually start the recordings in the battles, because every single time I don't start them.
Pet the cat. Squeak, meow, squeak, cute kitty. I like my day so far. Little heart from zombie.
Glad you guys are enjoying the cat cam. Good waste of $30 there. It seems... I wish I could hit the like button more. Oh, my engine is overheating. That's awkward. Okay, well, let's try and limp to the, you know, bombing bit. Give me turn, baby, give me turn. Won't be able to turn around in time for that. Well, there we go. Best $30 I've ever spent. Oh, he was really bloody close there. Oh, well, I guess he is. I don't know why, but all of a sudden, I think I was just starting to get late. And my skill is just leaving my body. Are we any closer? Oh my god, we're so close. We need like one good battle. Can we like maybe clutch up for one battle, chat? Can everyone send me some thoughts and prayers? Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper. Baby, I'm your man. Don't fear the Reaper. Da 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 da. Come on, Max, you can do this. Oh my god. Zombies actually being encouraging? This is rare. Thank you, Zombie. I appreciate this. You can also succeed in life. You know, I just want to... apparently you attract what you put out, so I want to put out more positive vibes, I feel like. This is a once-off, just want to let you all know. Honestly, the thing which has surprised me most about these War Thunder streams, as we've started to maybe get a little bit more traction on YouTube compared to like a couple days ago, is Twitch is still very much empty and dead. Like the only thing I've ever had on Twitch so far since I started multi-streaming has been like advertisers, which is very interesting. Simply because I always assumed that Twitch would be the better place to stream on. And I always streamed on YouTube because I'm too lazy. And I'm seeing now that maybe that's not true. Maybe Twitch is dead. Dead, lifeless, dried up corpse. I mean, honestly, if they could invent time travel, where would you go? That's the real question. You could go one place, you know? You can go one place and then that's it. You have to come back and you can never go anywhere ever again. Where would you go? Because like, my initial thought would be like, oh, 65 million years ago, I've always wanted to see a dinosaur. I'm not gonna lose this opportunity. But there's also a non-zero chance that I might be eaten by a dinosaur if I went back 65 million years ago. I mean, I wouldn't fancy my chances against a bear, put it that way. So I'm probably not going to be able to fancy my chances against like a T-Rex or an Albertosaurus or whatever. I'm sort of trying to stay out of the worst of the fight. You're just not allowed to okay, why are you guys talking about microwaving hamsters? I mean, like, it's not the weirdest thing you guys have ever discussed. Full disclosure, but like, you guys are weirdos. Oh, we are dead. Again. Why am I always dead? Why can't I just have a good time? I want to just live. Oh, I guess I'm just gonna die again by crashing. Ah, but so did he, so... well worth it. You know, I don't think we're gonna make it today. I think all the skills just left my body. As it gets later and I get more tired, you could just see in my performance in War Thunder that everything just goes out the window. Like, earlier tonight, we were doing great battles. Now we're just like losing money. Time after time after time. Kamikaze Banzai. Kudasai. Sumimasen. Alright, shall we see what's going on Instagram? Where dreams go to die. Nothing's going on Instagram right now. I go on Instagram to like stalk the people in my graduating class, you know, from high school. It's like, okay, am I doing better than them or am I doing worse than them? That's the game I play. I feel like that's not a healthy game to play. But at the same time, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's the game I always play. At least I'm an honest boy, you know? I got that going for me at least. Gear up, flaps up. I almost thought we weren't going to make it over that pole there for a second. A wholesome War Thunder match, those are rare. Okay, new challenge, cockpit only. Except for the bombing bit, otherwise I will miss. Set sight mode for bombs. What is sight mode? Is this like... Do I know nothing? Oh my god. I've just discovered something amazing about my Corsair, or my Razer mouse. There's like a button. You can press this button, right? And it like... I don't know what it does to the scroll wheel, but it, you know how the scroll wheel usually has like... steps? It like gets rid of the steps. It just like spins freely. Oh, this may be my new fidget toy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at that! All the way to 0, and then like all the way to... I don't know why it doesn't do it on the way up. It does it on the way down, but like not on the way up. Oh well, whatever. That's cool though. I think that's cool. Oh, sorry, that's right. It's supposed to be cockpit only. Alright, stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target. Pull up, stay on target. Easy HEs. Yes. Okay, here we go, here we go. Attacking now. Activating missile. He's too close for missiles. Switching to guns. Really? 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 You stole that from me? After I bloody saved you? I don't know why I bother playing this game. Holy. The players are honestly maybe the worst bit about War Thunder. Present company excluded. But Jesus. We got Tone. Ah, he's dead. I was so excited only to have it all ripped away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Evade, evade, evade. Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. Oh, well, you're very lucky. I wonder if I can turn with you. You don't seem to be outturning me, mate. Okay, well, you are outturning me now. But the mighty Harrier is gonna flail in this direction as much as humanly possible to make your life as miserable as possible. Because I'm not gonna go down without a fight, lad. Oh, okay, well, I'm dead. Still, decent match. I think we got a kill, didn't we? No, we got an assist. My knowledge tech can unlock scroll both reasons. There has to be a reason for page up, page down. Has a scroll wheel, okay. How does one outturn a Harrier by keeping speed up? Did we make any progress? We do this not because it is easy. We do it because it is hard. Wait, hang on a second. Wait. What did I just see? Wait. No. Okay, we did get it. We do it not because it is easy, but because it is hard. We do it not because it's easy, but because it is hard. Send it in again! Come on! Woo! Oh god, that name in chat. What name in chat? Max, how many of your graduating class is my favorite RimWorld streamer? You're definitely doing better than those losers. Yeah, you know, sure. Some of them are in med school already, and I'm, you know, not. But that is true. I am Zombie's favorite RimWorld streamer. How many of them are Zombie's favorite RimWorld streamer? Booyah! Only in death does duty end. Come on. Let's get rolling. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, don't fear the Reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't fear the Reaper, baby, I'm your man. Na 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 na. War Thunder chat. Honestly, I don't look at the War Thunder chat. The War Thunder chat is where dreams go to die. Why do I have 17% packet loss? Hang on, I have to investigate. Steam, are you downloading something? No, okay. I mean, it's not the stream, is it? That would be kind of stupid. Ignore the explosion. I am. It was a Harrier, so that's why I'm ignoring it. Still 14% packet loss. Is it Spotify? Is it Xbox? Is it Discord? What are you doing? Okay, also, who mentioned me on the Discord? Someone did. Hatsumiku. I see this. Duty doesn't end in death if you serve a necromancer. I mean, honestly, the hamsters that run War Thunder's servers may need a necromancer at some point, because this is pretty abysmal. Okay. This is how they... Uh-oh. Okay, alright. That was a game of all time. I can't actually switch that crew for 6 minutes. Alright, let's do another. Send it in again! Should have deployed the landing gear. Clearly I should have done, yes. I gotta say, the like most interesting thing about Instagram. All right, come here. Let's have a little chat. You ever like flicked through the Instagram reels and seen the things that people you know have liked? Rip that, Hunter, by the way. You ever done that? Because I do that. and some of the things that the people I know have liked confuses me. Because it's like, you're not a gamer. Why are you liking this reel about War Thunder? Like, what? Gaijin, someone needs to get those hamsters out of the microwave, obviously. I don't have Instagram. I mean, I would say you're not missing out on much, and you're not, but it is also a great way to keep in touch with people. You know, like the kind of people that you wouldn't like actually directly text, but the kind of people that you're like vaguely interested in what they're doing. I think that's a wise thing for my mental health. No, Tetronaut, no. The best thing to do for your mental health is torpedo it, because when you hit rock bottom, you can't go any lower. Big brain move. Big brain move. You know? When you've already sunk to the lowest possible thing, there's only one way to go, and that's up. I think Max is the only one with Instagram here. Wow. You guys are like, am I old? Or are you guys just like ancient? Or is it a combination of both? I think it's TikTok nowadays, isn't it? I actually do have a TikTok. I do have a TikTok, but the only TikTok I have is for the channel, where I occasionally post shorts. Literally, I make a YouTube short, and I just download it, and I just put it on TikTok for the lols. I have one video with 10,000, or no, not 10,000, 1,000 views. And it's the video where I was making fun of Russian planes, and it's just a bunch of Russian people speaking in all caps in the language I don't understand, so I've got no idea what they're trying to tell me, but I'm assuming it's not particularly happy. I think it might be something along the lines of, Max, you're an idiot. But to be fair, that's basically what I get told anyway every time I go online, so, I mean, what else would be new? I'm hoping that if I just keep going this direction, that MiG-21 is going to get bored, and we'll find someone else to bully. However, that MiG-19, I'm imagining, is probably not going to get bored very quickly. And I don't think I can deal with both the MiG-19 and the MiG-21 at the same time. Although, I guess we're going to find out. Drop the bombs, we got stuff to do. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the Harrier just became an attack aircraft. A fighter. A thoroughbred. Forged in the mountains of Mount Doom. And only there can she be undone. Come here, you little Russians. Let's have a dance. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do it! Evade, evade, evade. I'm gonna wiggle, and I'm gonna make this as bloody difficult as possible. I'm gonna drag you as far as I can from the battle. Not because I have any chance of survival, but just because I despise your existence. Wow. We didn't actually live long enough for me to... Because I want to do a ground RB game to finish off the night. However, because I got Gaijin, we gotta do another Harrier game, so let's go. Do 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 do. Hang on, let me restart the recording so that we're clear. Uh-oh. 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 11% packet loss, that's not a good sign. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait. Wait. War Thunder, I can explain. I'm a good boy. I'm sorry about all the things I said about Russia. I love the picture of Vladimir Putin. Oops. I love authoritarianism. I think that Edward Snowden is a good and or bad boy, depending on the current opinions of him. And I think that poisoning and windows are good. I mean, don't mock it if it works, right? It was at 13, now we're at 9. I love how you guys are like talking about chickens being dinosaurs. I'm so glad that none of you are paying any attention to me whatsoever. Oh, my laptop turned off. Even my laptop is like, please stop. There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy of Tea. Wind blew up her bow, dipped down, blow my Billy boy's bow. Huh. Every time we do, you die, Max. Yeah, I know. No, this is it. This is the time. This is the time. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna lock in. Concentrate. Speed. I am speed. I did the long right flank. I stayed out of the fight. Keep hugging the trees. Keep hugging the trees. Keep going out to the side. Breathe. Beep beep beep. Oxygen. Beep beep beep. Oxygen. Okay, alright. Turn in. Balls to the wall. Balls to the wall. Firewall the throttle. It's go time. Come on, Harrier. Come on, girl. We're almost there. Gaining. Scope looks clear so far. Gaining. Come on. 0.9. Okay. Orphans. Care package delivered. Care package away. Alright. Good news, guys. We're a fighter now. I see my target. Okay, my target just detonated into a ball of fire. What are you clipping? Sorry, what are you clipping? What are you clipping? What are you saying? What did I do? Can I negotiate? Can I consult with a lawyer before you clip? I just need to make sure that I'm not going to be arrested. We could be in some trouble here, boys. Oh! It's so close! Ah, but no cigar. Alright, fair enough. We still got one of them, though. Okay, we gotta get out of here. We need to go get more ammunition. You know what? Is it the orphan thing? Because, like, if it's the orphan thing... I mean, I've been saying that for quite some time, so this is the first time you're clipping it. I feel like that's really a you problem. I sung. Sung is past tense, like, well, I guess, so too is sang, but no, I sung would be correct. Uh-oh. Aha! I knew you were gonna do that. I read you like a goddamn book, Mr. Cowboy. I love how he just... Uh-oh. No, War Thunder. No, War Thunder. Confused German noises. I would say sung. I sung. But I sang is also technically past tense as well. But Godspeed, soldier. My dad speaks German. My dad speaks very good German. Or so I've been told. I wouldn't actually know. Unfortunately, he went to bed, so we'll never actually see. But every time we're on the ski lift, Dad pulls out his German. Hey, English may be a weird language, but I'd like to point out that you all speak it. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Rule Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Can't stop addicted to the shindig. I don't even like Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I don't know why I'm singing them. Non, je parle de français. Petit peu. Yeah, I only speak a little bit of French because, you know, being Canadian, it was sort of mandatory in high school. You don't speak French? Oh, well, I don't speak German. I mean, like, I speak enough German to make fun of Germans, but, you know, I know Guten Tag is hello, and Mein Fraulein is woman, I think. My woman, I assume. And it usually sounds like you're angry in most things that you say. My dad speaks German, though. He speaks German quite well. I mean, again, I assume. I don't speak German, so I don't really know if he speaks German well. But when we're on a ski lift, talking to... Okay, why? Like, I'm literally right behind you. You're either blind, or you're an idiot, or you're both. And considering that you're in a MiG-21, I'm going to assume that you're both. Okay. The War Thunder hamsters are kind of letting me down a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. What if we just, like, drop a gear, disappear? What does he do then? Like, I only have to hold on for another minute and then I get a bunch more money, right? Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, dix, onze. You may continue at your own leisure. I love my... I was really good at French and everything but speaking it. I mean, he will catch me eventually, but not before I get to Bomber's base, I don't think. It's a showdown with a MiG-21, the ancient foe. Can we hold on for 40 more seconds, do we think? Probably. Okay. Care package for the orphans, delivered. War crime achieved. The Canadian Army would be proud. Uh-oh. Dump everything. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time. Time to burn. Okay, hamsters, I need you to pull together because we're in a fight now. So like, I really can't be doing this. Come on, man, you only pulled like 8 Gs. Pull yourself back together. It's go time. The Russians, they're coming. I don't have Crimea. Stop coming for me, please. I'm sorry. Okay, I survived. I got 5,000. Uh-oh, flat. Resist, resist, resist. Make them pay. Make them hurt. Make it as painful as possible. I will go down fighting. I am British. We are in the air. The War Thunder hamsters may be working with you, Russian. But I represent the RAF. And I will not lose to you and your stupid supersonic overpowered air. No, War Thunder hamsters. Come on. Come on. Run on your wheel. Come on, please. I need you to work. They're coming. They're angry. Oh, we took a hit. Oh, we took a hit. Oh, man down. No, no. Come on. You can fly. You can fly. I know you can, baby. I know you can. I don't speak much French. I know point blank and target hit and destroyed. Mein Fraulein roughly translates to miss or dear miss. In Australia, we did Indonesian, though in primary school, Japanese and French were electives. I only speak English and I speak it badly. Zombie is American. I love how that's all he needed to place your... As soon as you said, I only speak English, he was like, ah, American. Alright, let's go dance. But just for the lols, we're going to go directly into the heart of the foe, the Russian servers. Fear me, Russians, if you dare. I'm just saying, like, I don't know when I challenged Putin to 1v1 me in War Thunder, but he's been awfully quiet since. Are those two facts related? Probably not, but I'm going to pretend that they are. Please let me face the Russians. Please let me face the Russians. The funny thing is that I'm versing T-55s at this rank, which is apparently a modern Russian tank. I mean, that's modern enough to send them out, so, yeah. Why did my phone... I guess I must have whacked it with my arm. I'm gonna take out the Ratel 90, mostly because I like the meme of it having 350mm of heat FS. If there's one thing that will penetrate a Russian tank... Damn it, I think I'm with the Russians. Yeah, okay. Well, we're versing the Americans and the Germans. The Americans are always late, and the Germans are 2-0 down, so overall I think we're probably going to win, as we are English. That's my theory. We'll see if it turns out in practice. I would like to point out that I have 0% packet loss on the Russian server. Somebody riddle me that, please. Although we do have 200 ping, so... we'll see. The Germans will probably have a Leopard at this tank, this BR, which is actually a pretty good tank. I like the Leopards. I've always wanted, if there's one like War Thunder premium I want, it's the Canadian Leopard 2. It's the one which I'm tempted by consistently, because you know, back in my day in the army. My whole month in the army or whatever, I was an armoured officer. Leopard 2, Canadian Army. It's. I mean, I was never going to be in a Leopard 2. Let's make that very clear from the start. They were going to give me some rusty old IFV to be my command tank. It was literally probably more rust than steel. But you know, ow. That. 1 was uncalled for, and 2 kind of rude, not gonna lie. Do you want me to... This is my last game, I think, and I'm gonna go to bed, because it's currently 12 o'clock. And I have an interview tomorrow that I have to get dressed for and be all tidy for. I got my hair cut today, I'm all shorn. Funny, I thought that was a French tank that shot me, but it must not have been, based on the fact that we're not versing the French. The French are actually on my side, so I'm a bit confused. Well, like, I guess I could just grind to get a Leopard 2 and just, like, say that it's the Canadian one, but The Canadian one you actually have to pay for. Mm. I did manage to get some revenge. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Look at the stabilizer on that gun though. Like, you got to give it credit where credit's due. It's rock solid. You ever seen the German like leopard stabilizer video where they put like a pint of beer on it? Oh, that is pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Thank you, zombie. Bye bye. It's called a mab. A mab? Am I saying that right? A mab? Get the Canadian leopard. Mab. It's called a mab. Is that a missile? I'm a little bit worried because like everyone in my tank is dead, but you know, we'll be fine. Source trust. Hi. Have you heard about your tank's extended warranty? From APDS shells? Download more Russian buyers today. Mass. B is a double S. B is a double S? What do you mean B? Oh, like... I see. Mass. I'm learning German. I'm learning German. Oh, maybe I have to stream earlier tomorrow so that we can get Dad and just another crybaby together. A pint is about half a litre. Mass is 1 litre exact. Ah, is that so? Those are like the beer glasses that you use, like the you know, the traditional German ones. You know what I'm talking about. I have a great question for you. I went to Germany when I was very small. I was like 3, 4 maybe. And I distinctly remember it was the Christmas market, it was in Berlin, and they gave me a cookie, like a gingerbread cookie, and it was like the size of my chest. I remember it well, and it was like on a string that I wore around my neck. Is that a thing that like happens often? Or am I like misremembering something? Because I swear that this happened, and my parents say that it didn't. I'm a bit concerned that I saw an explosion next to that after it was already dead, but we'll have to let that slide for now. Ow. So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? That be how it is. Be it? Fine. So yeah, we take that not too lightly. Yep, the normal glass you get at the Oktoberfest. Lebergas. Okay, what is... hang on. Lebkuchenhausen. Lebkuchenhausen. I'm butchering this, I know. They are everywhere when heading into a fair, so that happens. Usually not for consumption, but for decorating. I am pretty sure I ate it. Lebkuchen, gingerbread, hers and hearts. Oh, okay. Alright, I see. I'm like 100% sure I ate it. Like, I definitely ate it. That is definitely what I did. I hope that's okay. Well, I mean, it's too late now. I was like 4, you can't really critique me. You give a 4-year-old a gingerbread, they're gonna like munch on it. That's what they do. A 4-year-old essentially puts everything in their mouth. It's kind of terrifying how they like survive. You are able to eat it, it's just not intended. Oh, well, you know, give a Brit a gingerbread and he's gonna stick it in his mouth. I don't know what to tell you. So why would you make a gingerbread cookie if you weren't gonna eat it? Decoration, you say. Alright, I've called the RAF to even the score, so let's Send this guy back to the hangar. Ooh, and that guy. See how I did. Yeah, pretty decent. Looking for enemy aircraft to engage, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't see much. Enemy aircraft spotted. Tally ho, red section. Go on, pull up, pull up, pull up. I double dog dare you. Not you, you're too fast. You, come here. It's A2D Skyhawk, right? I am gonna engage that flying wing. Let's send it screaming to the afterlife, boys. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop running away from me. Come here. Oh my god. You may have superior German engineering, but I have Spitfire. Which one of them do you think is better? Let's find out. I mean, apparently superior German engineering so far. Hey, hey, don't you know my name? Wait, what? No. No. Stop it. Cease. It cannot be still flying. I'm gonna riot. I know that's a long shot, but I don't want that getting back to its base. I'm gonna rage if that gets back to its base. Bloody well will, you know? Or it bloody well might. I don't think I can actually stop it. I mean, unless I did some damage to the engine, which I don't think I did. I think that's gonna get back to the base, no worries. Maybe not. We might be pulling it back into range. Maybe. It's pretty far out of what I would consider to be like normal Spitfire range, but if I don't kill it soon, it is going to get back to the base, so it does come down to just like spray and pray at this point. That's it. He gets back to his airfield, you know. Hopefully he doesn't get to land, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hopefully I did enough damage that he ends up in a ditch somewhere. But I think he might survive that one. Sucks because it was a pretty good shot from me as well to rip his wing off, but we'll see. Clearly I've got to get enough points to get back in my Spitfire and settle the score, but whether or not we'll be able to do that in a 5.3 against the Germans, we'll see. Maybe if we all collectively drink just a huge butt ton of tea. Where there is tea, there is hope. And where there is hope, there is the British Army. Yes. We all saw that little guy run this way, right? We all saw that. I'm just sort of hoping that he's on his own adventure. You know, I was actually about to put a shell on that. I thought I saw something over here. Oh look, I did. Is APDS a little bit overkill for a Scorpion? Maybe, maybe. But did it get the job done? Abso-bloody-lutely. Max, can I join you? Hello, Brooke. This is actually supposedly the last battle of the night. Although, you know, maybe if it goes well, we'll do another one. Turret traverse right. It's supposed to be a... I'm gonna drop smoke. I don't know why, I feel like I'm gonna be shot pretty soon. You know, that stupid flying wing is actually still alive. I bet he managed to land and repaired, and I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Because that's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Hey! He did not get it back. Why do I hear evil? That's why I hear evil. Not a whole lot I can do against that. Not in that tank anyway, but I'm gonna grab my fetus deletus. And I'm gonna go deletus that fetus. You get the idea. Fun fact, Frisians beat the Brits in annual tea consumption. Frisians are mostly German. Frisians? What is a Frisian? Okay, I know I sound English, but I left England when I was 4. Okay, I've lived in Canada ever since, so treat me like an American light. Okay, I may be slightly better because I can like vaguely understand things from other countries, and I don't believe that mine is the be-all end-all. But at the same time, I do not know much about Europe. Apart from, you know, the basics. By the way, we got absolutely smashed this game. You can tell that because I'm on top and I suck at ground RB. So, I don't know what happened. Delete us that fetus. We did not delete us that fetus, holy. Reverse, 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 reverse. Beep, 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 beep. This vehicle is reversing. We are in hashtag trouble. Alright. That be how it be. Be it? Be that how it be. Is it? Fine. FE 4202. I choose you, Pikachu. Use war crime. Why do I hear someone talking in my ear? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? War crime. Uh-oh. 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 Houston, we have a problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Enemy plane incoming. I don't have a Spitfire to use. What? What am I shooting? Like, bloody plastic? Finally! God damn! Holy Jesus, I thought this thing was unkillable there for a second. I'm sorry, what? Hello? Okay, oh good, it's on my team. It's on my team. Yes! Go, Russian! Go! Nuke the Germans, it's our only hope. You have to do it quick though, otherwise we're gonna lose. So like, if you could drop your bomb now. Now. Now, do it now. Do it now. Do it now! It's go time! It's now or never. No, I guess the Germans win this round. Pretty much, yeah, I mean, not the Baltic region. Yeah, my geography is still good. Like, they did definitely not teach me that in geography. 100%. Alright, guys, what do you think? One more, or do you think go to bed? I leave it to you, the chat. It is 12:02 p.m. Oh, a.m. here, sorry. We can't end on a loss. Sleep's important if you have an interview in the morning. Yeah, but I mean, he's not wrong though. Like, we can't end on a loss. Especially not to the Germans. Hang on, sorry. I am going to put it back on NA servers. It was a meme, but the meme is over. That's why we started 2 world wars. Yeah, the problem is I think you might be on our side on this next one. And currently you're 2-0 down. But we're 2-0 up. So overall it's 0-0. Hi Taz, by the way. Plus, it's just the Russians. I mean, they copped out in the last one. Sorry, let me try it again. They lost the first one, won the second one. So, I mean, their win ratio is only 50-50. So I think we'll be fine. I mean, we won't be fine. Canada's got basically nothing. I'm pretty sure upon the announcement of World War III, the first thing America is going to do is annex us. They'll be like, oh, we need the oil! And then they'll just like come across and that'll be it. Bippity boppity boo. Canada goes boo-hoo. Yeah, but like, you know, the Prussian War doesn't really count. You know? Like, that was so old and, you know, it's against the French. And the French basically lose everything anyway. I mean, just look at Napoleon, we beat him. Problem is, I think the French are also going to be on our side in the next war. Well, hopefully there isn't a war. Because I'll tell you what, if there's a World War III, I don't think there's going to be a World War IV. You know, if we haven't learned our lesson, I don't think we're going to get another chance. We're just going to be burned to a crisp in a nuclear explosion. Which I imagine is probably not a fun experience. But to be fair, I think that would be better than going slowly, you know? So if you survive, it's going to be pretty miserable. So, better to go fast than slow. Is that too, like, morbid for a stream? Probably. Ow. I was about to say, I don't really have a plan for when someone appears, and someone appeared. I think it is going to be an L again. My, like, War Thunder skill is directly correlated to how tired I am, and we are currently reaching, like, maximum tiredness. The French conquered most of Europe. I mean, yeah, but, you know, let's not forget that Napoleon ended up losing, and that's what really matters. You know, we defeated him at Waterloo. The Germans had basically nothing to do with that, you know. Ha! I mean, yeah, of course the American Apache just sort of shrugs off that 84mm APDS round. Apparently not. Hi. If I can kill his... I'm gonna count it as a kill for me, just for the record. Honestly, Tetraut, if war breaks out, I hope you're accepting refugees, because I'm coming. There's a mouse. I saw a mouse. Where? There on the chair. Where on the chair? Right there. A little mouse with clogs on. Oh, I declare. Going clippity clop on the field. Then you just tether you back to the UK, then reverse the Brexit. Look, I want to make this very clear. As a United Kingdom citizen, I would not have voted for Brexit if I got a vote. That was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. And I could say that because I'm a Canadian citizen and a British citizen, so, you know. As a member of both, I could say that that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen them do. My grandpa voted for that, for Brexit. I was like, no, Grandpa, we don't have an empire anymore, Grandpa. Like, we're not some massively overpowered island nation. We're just an island now. You know? Now we're just sort of nothing. We're just a little peasant running around. But what can you do? I mean, obviously the European Union has its own problems. I'm not going to deny that it doesn't, but make the US irrelevant. I mean, like, honestly though, I hate to say this as an Englishman. I want to let you know that it does pain me quite a lot. But you are America, Germany, and France are very much our only hopes right now. If you guys don't like if you don't pull yourselves together, if we all don't pull together behind you guys, I think it's GG's. I think the Russians are going to do basically whatever they want to do, which is basically exactly what the Americans are going to let them do. Because the Americans apparently don't care anymore. The Americans are tapped out. They didn't even start the war, and they're like, oh, okay, alright, GG's. We've seen everything we need to see. Well, I can be proud of Canada that, you know, when it came to our own election, we stayed the course, you know? We didn't give in to fear, perhaps. We did not give in to fear. That, I think we can be proud of. But, you know, we need to consider the fact that quite a lot of the population did not want the Liberals again, and I don't blame them, because we've had the Liberals for quite some time. I wasn't convinced, personally, I wasn't convinced that Mr. Polyev wouldn't immediately sell us out to the Americans at the first possible juncture. I mean, like, I hope he wouldn't if he got in as Prime Minister, but I wasn't convinced that he wouldn't. I would say that was an ambitious shot. But what can I say? Ambition is part of the game, isn't it? I am flanking specifically to go kill that guy who's killed me twice, if you're wondering. That is what's happening right now. I wonder if I should park up behind this rock and see if I can get a shot on that. I don't think I'll be able to pen it. I'm using a 76. It does have APTS though. So, you know, if any 76 can, this one can. But I acknowledge that that is a heavy tank, so that's going to be a tough pill for this gun to swallow. That is also a very weird angle. Yeah, I don't really think there's much hope there. How about that guy? Yeah, I don't think we've got the oomph for that. I mean, we can try. There's no harm in trying, but I don't think against those heavy tanks I've got the oomph to get through. Although China has quite a list of human rights violations, I wonder how viable they would be as an ally against the US. I dare not picture a world where the US is an adversary against... I'm gonna go with the free world. I feel like so much would have to go wrong before that is the eventual like end of this discussion. In the event that that happens, yeah, I mean, we'd have to have China. Irregardless of whatever human rights violations they have, it doesn't matter. Because no coalition of France, England, Germany, Australia is going to be able to hold back the US and Russia, if that's really where it ends. But I don't really see the Chinese being all that ambitious to help us out. I mean, I feel like they would be more than happy to let us sort of destroy ourselves. Saves them the job of having to do it themselves. Really? That sucks. Wow. That was unlucky.
The running gear's out of order.
Yeah, that was very unlucky. Of all the places he could shoot me, that was the worst. Alright, that's it. I'm calling in a Spitfire game to end the night. If I'm gonna win a game, I need one of these. The ambition should be to trade with the remaining 3 world. I think China is gonna be more than... I mean, let's not beat around the bush. I'm a 22-year-old playing War Thunder, I don't really know. I would imagine that the Chinese would be more than willing to trade with the remaining 3 world. If a hypothetical World War III were to break out, I can't imagine that it would be NATO versus America. That would... I mean, as little faith as I have in the Americans, that would be a pretty surprising turn. I don't ever think they would do that. I mean, the Americans are essentially, they're doing their own thing. And you know what? We should not have been so reliant on them that them doing their own thing is screwing us over. Clearly, they want to do their own thing, and fine, so be it. We will need to figure it out amongst ourselves on how to deal with that. And there will be sacrifices to be made for that, probably, and Canada is not exempt from that. I think Canada has been a bit lax recently. I mean, having been in the Canadian Army and seen it for myself, I can tell you that the Canadian Army, at least the unit I was in, was basically useless. I mean, you know, the C-7A2 I was given had tape on it. There's an infantry fighting vehicle, like, proudly on display outside the head office, which is just covered in rust. Probably more rust than like actual tank or steel. Everything was horribly outdated. My helmet was held together with duct tape. Like it didn't, the strap didn't close, so there was like this like duct tape loop that you put it through, and it didn't fit on my head right, and the bulletproof plates I was given were cracked. It was yeah, it was not good. The only clean bit was my bayonet, surprisingly, which you would imagine would be the last thing that would be important. But, yeah, we got a ways to dig, And this sounds like every army ever. Well, I told that to Mr. David, who is a longtime friend of the channel. You may know him. If you don't, he's an American Army veteran, sergeant, and he was having an aneurysm. I think maybe that's just the difference between like a NATO army and the American army. But, you know, also I was in the reserves, so obviously we're going to have worse equipment than anything else. You know, they're not going to give the best equipment to a reserve unit, really. I'm just gonna try and shoot down a Tu-2, and then I think I'm gonna call it. So I said I was gonna call it like 3 battles ago, but maybe the LA-9 would be a better target. I mean, no, the stuff I was given for reserve training wasn't the best, but like my helmet, my vest that I was talking about, that was stuff that was going to be with me through my entire like career, if you will. That was not going to change after I finished basic training. That was just the stuff I was assigned. You know, I mean, honestly, as an officer, I'd imagine that they would probably get me a new helmet, but I will never know because I never finished. But that would be my guess. Because that's kind of not a great look for an officer to be, wow, he turned way more than I thought he would. I think it's probably time to stop. Like, that was my kit. That was what was given to me by my unit. Like, that was it. That's what I was getting. I didn't have my phone, so, like, I didn't take any photos. The only photos I did take were, like, smuggled photos. But yeah, no, it's pretty sad. It was pretty sad. We've got a long way to go, for sure. But we'll see. I imagine the Americans will pull through. Despite everything, the average American is usually a pretty decent person. Usually. Obviously, everyone in every country has ups and downs and good people and bad people, but I would say the average American is a very solid person. You know, think about all the people on this channel. We've got a bunch of Americans here, and they're all really solid. Like, you know, think about Jamming, think about Zombie. These are not people who are going to screw Canada or Germany or France or anyone over, right? Sure, maybe their current government might, but I don't think they would. So I don't think it's a concern that we need to have. But my opinion is we definitely need to do more for ourselves before it's too late. Maybe it's time to bring back Canada aircraft manufacturing. But the Germans have got some pretty sick stuff though, like the Leopard 2 and yeah, we probably just need to all come together. Maybe that's the solution. You know, when someone else is pulling away, it's time for everyone to come together. And I'm also not buying American products right now. That's my little protest. Anyway, sorry. Discuss politics on the streams, really. I am going to go to bed now. I hope you guys had a great time. I know I did. I had some fun tonight. We didn't quite make it to the next plane. But, yeah, we'll see. No person wants to be a bad person. Some are oblivious, others are just crying out the injustices and try profiteering off the people. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's, yeah. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Perhaps all I can say is that, you know, at least in Canada and in Australia, actually, in both recent elections, the right party was destined to win, and it seems that people have decided against that. Whether that's for better or worse, I'll leave that to your decision. But I personally am glad that Canada stayed the course. That's all we can do, is stay the course. Stay the course. A steady hand never wavers. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. Goodbye, folks. Be nice to each other.